had to prep this sunset, given that they've been banning it recently?
What were the vetoes?
Are they going to have to pull out things that they were maybe hoping to leave aside for champs? Yeah, it's a little bit of a difficult one because we don't really know what to expect from them.
What were the vetoes? Fnatic get rid of Ascent, Giants get rid of Bind, then it's Lotus, Sunset, Fnatic themselves ban Haven, and we end on Corrode. Okay.
Macro against Fnatic, you just want to get in the situations and outshoot them.
Yeah, I think for me it's interesting because they both run a similar kind of composition. The last time that we saw them play Lotus, of course, the only difference being that Sentinel with GiantX going for a Cypher and Fnatic going for a Killjoy. I think Alpha has looked a little bit
Hello. How was your nap? Dude, I feel really tired right now. But I'm sure I'll wake up and feel better for it.
Yeah,
but
and
at the moment, I feel
on Lotus,
very tired.
Everyone says, oh, it's not the strongest comp
I'm
anymore.
sure it'll be okay, though.
I also agree.
I'm sure it'll be
I also don't
okay.
think it's the strongest comp anymore, but somehow it's still successful for this team specifically.
Oh.
So, Flyer, is there any need for them to cook more to bring another layer to this?
I mean, personally, I like the Vise more than Killjoy, but if it's working, it's working, you know? They just keep playing it.
Yeah, and I actually really like Alpha your Vice too.
Yeah.
You know, his Vice on Corrode really solid.
Why do they still
Looking
run
at
the
this,
Killjoy?
You know, you can't be too surprised, Billy, at what we're seeing.
It is strange.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway.
it's a map that's been working for them.
Anyway,
so it would be kind
doesn't
of a
matter too
surprise to see
much.
them change anything here.
Let's
but GiantX
have a look
sticking
at
with
how
what they usually run as well.
the series as a
So,
whole
yeah,
works
no
out.
surprises on either side.
Yeah, with Groovy
Do
on the
Giants
team,
look
Flyer,
like
tell
they're
me
on
about what
the
kind of
same
win
level here?
position he brings onto a roster.
I mean,
Because
he just
man,
looks like
Fnatic
he's
got away with
super,
it
super
yesterday.
confident, and,
I had
his
to
overall
leave
vibes
before
on everything
Common
he's
Corp,
playing. He's a very
like,
positive guy. I love him.
kind of collapsed a bit on Bind.
Oh, Crashy, stop it. We know you're not going to
But
play ISO.
He does this every time.
We know. If
They
he covers the raid,
really
I swear to
got
God, this guy just
quite lucky,
farming
I think, to win that game.
during Agent Select. But yeah, with
Even
GiantX,
even
like Ruby, you
outside of
mentioned
my
somebody that
cope
is
as a
very, very
Common Corp
confident,
fan,
somebody that likes to fight, pound for pound, firepower-wise.
I think
though,
winning the
really, they
pistols,
gotta
winning the
bring that A-game.
bonuses
Yeah, they definitely
really
do. I think
saved them
both
in
teams
that
will
game.
probably be feeling the pressure today as well, though, because Fnatic want to
I
keep
don't
being able to get these reps in on maps that they've
think
not
they're
played for a
that
while,
great at the
especially
Corrode
before
attack
champs.
side for
But then you
sure.
look at GiantX, you know, the stakes are so high for them. Because
Which
if
is
they
map
lose
3.
today, then they are just
And
completely out
Sunset,
of contention for champs. So yeah, both teams
don't
going
have
to
a
be feeling
clue.
that pressure going into the server today.
Don't have
Yeah,
a
and
clue.
wanna also,
I mean, if they come out with an amazing
wonder what
sunset,
Gibson
then
is cooking,
fair
you
enough.
know, you have to
They might just
expect that
2-0
Lotus
and then
could
we
be a
feel a
pick
lot better
here,
about Fnatic,
into
but
GX,
at
especially
the
for a
moment,
team
I'm
like
not feeling
Fnatic.
like
He's so familiar with
Fnatic
them as
are in
well
that group of
the
teams that can
opposition's
win
head
champs,
coach quite literally used to be
which is
his
strange.
assistant coach, somebody he worked with for a very long time too. So the mind
Boaster
games
said
would
that
be
they're
nice.
treating playoffs as a place to
Flyer,
try
very
stuff
quickly,
out to
who
make
you
to
got
show
on
up their
Lotus?
maps before
Fnatic all the
champs.
way.
Let's go for Fnatic,
Well, I hope there's
fair,
some GiantX
fair.
believers out there. Hopefully
But
these
if that's
two
the
gentlemen have
case,
a-
why not
and
try
Kyle.
a different style?
It's the story
on
that many would
Corrode?
like to see, as all roads
I don't know,
lead
it just
to
it doesn't
Fnatic
feel like
in
that.
the
It feels
lower
like they're
bracket.
playing to
We don't
win.
expect
I mean,
to
they're
have them in this part of the competition in stage 2.
They are
always
playing
towards
different
the
maps.
uppers. But if GX are to
But,
prove that they really
yeah.
have that dark horse aspect to them, that they can keep this dream alive, then that's the team they've got to beat.
Oh yeah, I've got
and
Valorant
for
China in my
Fnatic,
title.
they can
What am I
go
doing
and
with
do the dirty work for 3 other teams, Team Liquid, Team Heretics, and obviously BBL. This is the first matchup of today that could potentially qualify. a
It doesn't
lot of
feel that
teams.
experimental to
Let's
me.
be
Like,
having
if
you.
it was experimental right
Let's be
now,
having you.
wouldn't they want to
Indeed.
tweak this comp
We have
and
not
try the
seen
Vice?
a new composition
in a
from
match?
Fnatic on this map, of course.
Wouldn't they
Since
want to
2023,
try
6
taking
agents
fast mid control in some of their
ever
rounds on
played. So
Corrode?
you knew what you were getting coming
Wouldn't they
in,
want? I mean,
and
maybe
for
those are not the
GX,
areas
it's
in
been a
which
while
they
since we've
wish
seen it.
to
We saw
experiment.
The last time that they played it.
God, the pistol round
And
percentage is
reps
terrible for Giants.
post-merger, the most, in fact, of any.
If they let Fnatic win every
This
pistol, they're just going to get
defender's
wrecked. I mean, they might just get wrecked anyway. This is
Up on
quite nice,
Sand,
though.
looking for an aggressive
Who calls
play.
the trap here?
Does need to be careful. Are identified though, so Fnatic
Do they?
aware of this
Okay.
push, and
Does Crashies
being
open the door?
forced all the way
Chronicle
back,
does
Kron
just get
low,
away.
Despite managing to escape the grasp of GX.
Question is, the Fnatic want to fight this? Seems to be the case. Paranoia lumped in with the nade.
Yeah, and post around
Hello?
the side entry for Fnatic.
Hello.
Scribinho on the
Hello,
other
hello,
side,
hello.
who's done the most damage. 4 versus 2. Fnatic were good for clutches yesterday.
You lied yesterday.
Why? What did I
Too
say
much of an
yesterday?
ask here.
You're
Two
casting.
top performers, but Crashies
Did I?
and Kron. A quick
Yeah.
reminder posted.
What did I say I was
As they
casting?
will make their way over towards the C
The
site.
s-
Slightly
the
in
left game.
transition still, but should go down without trouble.
Crashies.
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking
Just
idiot.
hand, knows where the next player's coming from. unfortunately leaves Kron.
I'm on the desk again
1
today as
HP
well.
decayed all the way down. Spike in the back pocket at the very least, so a chance to escape.
Has that broken the trust that we had between us?
Come up with a plan.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think I can ever trust anything you ever say ever again.
I'm surprised you ever did.
I think it's over, to be honest. I think this is probably the last time we'll ever speak. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Already now starting to search on the other side of the map. Cypher setup. Kron
He
has a
left
lot
the
to
call.
cross and little time
He
to do it.
left the call.
Problem, right? The delay.
Oh, freedom. Thank God that guy's gone. Thank
Like,
God.
whoa!
Oh.
Come back and that's what you said.
Oh, sorry.
Fleckless line and wait. GiantX finding the pistol.
Well, that was a funny way for the round to end. Well, I'm guessing you're way in the past.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it did just end as you said that,
in terms of their setup,
but
have been pretty strong, and this is an average pistol from them. They do
I mean,
like
now
to
he's
Give me
going
a
to
count.
counting a gun.
Sideshow
I
time.
mean, Westside is in C looking for a gun.
their utility as much as possible. Diffuse
56.
from Flickless once Westside's gone
55.
all the way to the
Okay.
other side of the map to recover the
They
shadow.
forced on 56.
No harm, no foul.
Oh yeah, we're about the
Very
same.
strong start for them. Not often
28,
you see them win pistol
27,
rounds.
26,
it's not, but
25,
it's a
Yeah.
great start.
24.
I mean,
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah, we're
Fnatic
good.
need to be careful of letting this defender side get the momentum on Lotus as well. We know that teams have been a lot better at it in recent history, but still a 3-site map. Still, you expect the bias to be towards the attackers.
Exactly. And
What do
even
you
for
think
the
about the
close matches
idea
we
that
had against Liquid a couple of days
Fnatic
ago,
are
just one pistol
being
round
more
picked up from
experimental
GX,
and
so
trying
already
to improve
equaling
their map pool
their tally in that
throughout
regard.
playoffs?
I think that absolutely makes sense. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. I mean, Chronicle literally yesterday in the interview said, Yintu literally asked like, how important it is for you to win? And he was like, yeah, nice bonus. So-
But can you? I guess the question I'm asking is, yeah, it makes complete sense, but like, can you tell that they are experimenting?
I mean, with this map veto, I think you can, because they're happy to play Sunset.
Yeah.
And that is the second point.
So I'd say in your map
Why the
choices,
conversation
they've
that we
banned
were
Ascent,
having. And
which
what
is
people
just
were
step
saying
1
in
to
pre-match
TMV. I'm
that,
telling you, that Ascent
sometimes
comp, it'll be gone.
caught off guard.
Fnatic have given up on it.
Thinking things.
The Fnatic are giving up on it, but I don't know about the others.
They'll find out soon enough.
Extremely low, and Boaster waiting to maybe set up Kayak through the paranoia, and he goes, but Flickless
The
up
EMEA
to
teams
the
just can't
task.
attack for
And
shit.
now with all bodies outside of Super Fnatic, we expect this to be where the execute comes in.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose banning
Realising
Haven
this
as
is a
well,
little bit of a
second
lost
round
cause,
might
so
be.
let's get
The thing is, I think the Haven
Kron.
needs work too, though.
Fnatic have confirmed
Oh,
that
that whole map pool
Sam,
definitely needs
GX,
work. Yeah, they got a
not
lot of work to
overdoing
do.
it, not overstepping at all. Keeping
I mean, this is
Lotus
Lotus is probably their best map, I would think.
Anti-eco. In fact, they set up
And what's
to
funny about that is, I
flawless,
think they could tweak their
even though
comp here
Flickless
as well.
takes a shot to the dome piece.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing we saw in the game versus BPL Fnatic.
I mean, they were talking, Chronicle was talking yesterday about their corrode defense side. Apparently, they just always dominate. So I guess, in that sense, I guess that map's probably okay for them. Their attack side still looks a little
Yeah, their
shaky.
attack side looks like quite poor though. I don't think you can rely on defense on a defense-sided map. You should be working to make sure your attack is good.
Yeah. The thing is about Fnatic, as you saw yesterday, as you painfully had to deal with yesterday, they will just individually bullshit their way to some wins on attack.
Well, yeah, that's true. That'll happen when Chronicle's cheating.
Yeah. And as soon as you left, your team gave up.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was watching in the car. But it's a good job because I didn't realize I had a meeting at exactly 11:30, like bottom of the hour, and I made it like within the minute to the meeting.
GX didn't have the results, but he's now part of a wider system project that has found
They're probably
success.
testing in scrims
Fnatic
as
still
well.
defaulting,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I'm sure you're right.
Next one
Oh.
up. Can't quite hit the shots, but
Bit of a
feeling the
mini-map moment
pressure,
maybe there
looking to dip
from
away.
Boston.
At the same time, Fnatic are starting to create their own pressure pockets. Behind the wall, they walk out.
Interesting little play from Fnatic there. They walk out before popping the Viper wall to try to catch their opponents off guard a little bit. Yeah.
With the spike,
And so that means that when they do pop the Viper wall, they actually get a clear path back into A.
Two players move through main, Kron and Alpha.
That's the thing. We're starting to get towards Fnatic time. down towards 20 seconds. In the corner.
I mean, there's 3
We'll see
players on the B
GX
site, though.
deposits
This is
and
going to have to be
bodies
bullshit
here.
again.
Flickless gets the bust. He's the
Yep,
one in the
same
corner.
with
Yeah, well, there's a bit of
Out,
bullshit.
And Fnatic, they look as if they're falling to the wayside, but as always, they buy themselves out of it. Still need to be careful of Orbit as a player's making his way in.
Nice
That's
play.
grubby. Spike
If
down
West
low,
Side's going to
Fnatic
fight that,
can reset.
just
Fnatic
comment
needing to
and
search
make
for a little
Arrow
bit of
fight it
extra
as well.
space here. Post-plant on site.
As Grubby's out, but Fnatic straight away deal with any problem coming their way.
Classic
Oh, yeah,
Fnatic
perfect.
round on Lotus.
It really is. That is just the most
Ruby
Fnatic
going down
round
in
on
Hobbit there
Lotus.
makes life that much
Yeah,
They literally
BC
pressure it.
default.
Move from
Go
Flickless.
take A with 40
Committed
seconds
to the
left.
far
Do a B
corner.
split.
Yeah, do a B
On
split, yeah.
site.
It's the most
Fnatic
poster
running
round
the
of all
clock
time.
down, as they like to do. And we saw a little bit of this in the Liquid game as well. When I talk of GX being a direct
Twitchy,
team,
thank
they
you
like
for
to play
the
these quick,
6
snappy
months.
rounds where the
And
protocols play
Loki, thank you for the
themselves.
2
They're
months
not
as
really
well.
wanting to lean into the slower game, which makes it feel to me like we might have a bit of a stylistic clash. Important to mention between the two IGLs, Cloud has never bested Boaster.
I do
in a
like this
series
smoke.
before.
Oh, wow. The Prowler
Oh,
That might be
was
why.
intended specifically to counter that.
Cheeky kill around the Prowler. Grubby doing his best to fill the gap, but that's it. Trades in favour of Fnatic.
And look at this. We speak about how slow Fnatic can be, but when they get a chance to, they're very quick on the mark. On towards the A side they go. 3 bodies strong, but Boaster's hanging around. They needs to be careful because Flickless is there. And now we go back
Wow.
to a 3-on-3.
Just straight up getting away with that. And Fnatic are so slow, they haven't even got the plant down in response.
From the Viper will trade pits with Chronicle.
Okay.
The
Wait, they're
site
planting outside pit?
covered in fumes, choked down.
No?
Alpha
What are they doing?
trying to
Looking for a
get the
pick
attention of
before?
GX, as Fnatic is still not committed to the plant hit.
Still not comfortable, but they've got so much of sight when you actually look at the map.
Crashy's tapped
GX
and they're
finally
leaving.
making the pick up from heaven.
Wow. I like that.
That's a nice play, no?
Yeah, that is
Reading this as
nice.
an overcommitment.
Dude, I hate it because
Was it
it's
true
just like
yesterday? Was
classic
that
Fnatic.
fucking
but-
useless Viper pick that site? I was losing my mind.
On which one? Oh, the heels.
This.
Just about spots the shoe of Kron. And then having taken him down,
Wow.
the illusion may soon start to fade. Ara on the B site.
Oh, he's in the open.
On the opportunity, and he get this bait denied.
All of
Even
that
Alpha
to
in a
just
1 versus
bait the
3.
planter and have him
Work for
die.
Alpha to do and just
Yeah,
simply
why
not
is he
enough
playing in
time
the
to
open
watch to
anyway?
do it with. Flick straight
They
into the
really-
side there.
What a strange round
Bought
because
their
the
own-
macro to avoid
Now,
flickless and the stack on A is really nice, and then
Fnatic again.
Chronicle just kind of
If you
wanders out of his
get that
pit,
spot
not
right,
clearing
they-
it properly,
they
not
make a
wondering
decision.
if somebody
It
could be
seems like a
there,
good one.
and then
And they
Crashy's just plants in the open.
Doubt themselves.
It's very strange.
A side, I don't know.
Overcook? I don't know about an overcook because the actual pivot back to B is good.
The amount that they've played. I mean,
They
Billy was
just-
talking about the fatigue that the players have been going through. Maybe they're just starting to come towards that needing a break, you know?
Weren't
That break
careful
comes in
enough.
the form of an early timeout, but it's Fnatic instead of GX. And like you mentioned, fatigue.
It's like they assumed they were playing against
Potential for it is there for a long season, right?
Yeah.
We had 2 overtimes even yesterday as well. Fnatic have
against a
played
team that
the
would
most
still be
rounds
looking
of
for them
any
on A.
team in the playoffs so far, and you expect that from them. GX are second in that statistic though, so I think if we want to paint a fair picture, it goes both ways. Even just kicking things off on Lotus as a map, right? It's rare that we've actually really seen Fnatic pick into it this year. For the whole first stage, they played it 9 times.
It's always felt like a Fnatic
Billy
stronghold,
looked
right?
better than
There's
Fnatic,
certain maps
chat.
that we always think of, Fnatic.
That's what this.
Pardon?
that-
Now, Lotus is
Billy
definitely
looked
one
better
of
than
them, one of the
Fnatic.
teams who were most dominant back
Do
in
they?
2023
Yeah,
when it
this
first
is
came out.
the.
But as I was saying,
This is the great
9 times
test.
in the first stage, and now in stage 2 only.
This
a
match has
handful.
gotta
Every
make me
single
have
time it's
faith
been
again.
into them. This is the first time
If
we've actually
Fnatic
seen
don't, like if
them
Fnatic lose
more
this
early
game,
on.
I know the narrative
Interesting enough.
going into champs is gonna be, oh, don't worry, it's Fnatic, they'll be fine.
EMEA.
I can already see you peddling that narrative on plat chat.
Lotus is
Whoa. Well, I mean, it's. And is your
I'm gonna be the
narrative that
doubt.
they're
I'm telling
doomed?
you right now, if they lose this game, I'm doubting. I'll say that they'll lose both games.
Well, they're not in a good spot, are they?
gonna
And
continue that way.
the question is, do they have enough time to get to a good spot before champs? I don't think they do. I think in other years I might
No.
be
They've
peddling
got
that
too much
narrative
time.
of the fact that they're okay, but
Like if they lose on Sunset, if their Sunset doesn't look good as well, there's no way. Their map pool is just too bad.
they have 2 weeks
And if they do
until
lose, they're gonna go in as like a 3 seed.
Also watching
Well,
Lotus.
I mean,
I mean,
we need to see
Paper
what
Rex
group
could be in
they're
a-
Cold, Richie
Yeah, we need to
is
see what
alive.
group they're in. Because
Been
it is
custodian
still
of
possible
it,
that
has been
Fnatic could
relinquished, though.
be
Alpha
okay
for
because
the
their
kill that
group
sets
is
up a
easy.
2 versus 3, and it's these 2 clutch
Yeah.
players again that we're looking at, and Kron, most importantly.
Yeah, 3 clutches, 1 yesterday.
But then what
he
is an
won't be
easy
able to chip
group?
in for this 2 versus 3 now.
An easy group would
The
be
one
like
with
all alone.
MIBR.
MIBR, DRG.
It
would be the worst 1 seed you could get.
But a
In
Fnatic,
America,
what a
that's
Fnatic
gonna
gonna
be
be?
7 G2, so
A
we don't
Fnatic
want
gonna
that.
be a 4th seed?
It would be BL. Their point. Well, they.
No,
they
no,
can't.
they'll be a 3rd seed minimum,
Not
won't they?
revealed, but standard procedure here for GX.
Because
Worst
whoever
group would be
in this
like
round.
BLG.
And coming back to that statistic as well about Lotus.
The
and
worst
Fnatic,
group, you're
I think
saying?
as you look later on into this veto,
Yeah, it'd be like
right
BLG
at the back end,
DRX.
when they had
Oh well,
success on
best
that
group for
map
Fnatic
instantly,
would be like
the first time,
BLG
you know, coming in as
DRX,
a new
and
map,
then like fucking,
translated to success for them on the
you know,
international stage.
Cloud
That's
9 make
what
it
they're
second,
trying
like
to achieve
go
here.
on a
well,
run
well,
and make it.
yeah, for sure.
This
I
one
mean,
up to
that's
speed. Big
a
fight about to go down
exceptionally
in sand.
easy group. If
Arizona
that happens.
at the back of it. Fnatic not really interacting much. Sure, utility thrown either way, but we're happy to just leave this and bolster the positive.
What is the
This
first
ultimate
date
if he
of
wants to
games
get
for
out.
champs?
The 12th.
The 12th.
I mean, you're literally going.
I'm not going on the 12th though,
Something which Fnatic will have to deal
so I don't know.
with later on.
I'm going like second week.
Teams with high operator
see.
usage that they have tended to
So still group
struggle a
stage,
little
but like
bit more.
second week.
Didn't see that.
I don't think the groups have.
against KC,
I
but-
think it's playoffs.
Be a different story here.
I think the groups are finished by
The
then.
groups will take like 10 days, I think.
Still a spike inclined
Really?
towards C.
And it'll have a
Kayak
one-day
and Kron
break.
just creating a
Oh
bit
well,
of
then
fake
yeah,
pressure
still
for the
groups, I
time
guess.
being.
Yeah, but they've moved into tree themselves, and this Cypher setup's going to be big.
If I'm going to Paris, it's going to be on the last group stage game.
You're going for 1 day and 1 day only.
With that, Prowler's
I'm planning. Well, I'm planning on going for 1 day, and then there'll be a little break before playoff.
On what date?
Big pick from Ara, and
Probably
so
like the-
quickly the reaction is made
I
on the
worked it out.
Fnatic
I
side.
don't know
30
this for sure,
seconds
but I
yet
think
again
it's like the
crashes,
21st.
making his arrival
All right,
on
I'll be
A,
there.
But it's double layered Sentinel utility.
Okay,
The
I might
Emperor
not
of the
go.
Viper with the Cypher util taken offline. Westside goes down.
Yeah, but Flickless still here. That spike being down's the only real problem.
Jesus, if they get
Kayak
battered by
has his
Giants,
ultimate.
I mean, it's over.
Cross
Yeah.
the lines, but Alpha's still part of this.
Oh,
Bro.
fire in the fucking death.
Fire in the hole with 15 seconds left in a 2v4 and you get clapped.
As it has gone against Fnatic
Oof.
multiple times already in this playoff stage.
Oof.
Slight lack of commitment perhaps, or just an incredibly late one. But a 5-1 score.
Ancient Bolt, thank you for the 32 months.
Majority of the rifle rounds we've seen.
I mean, that's the big thing, right? Is the fact that when it has come to rifle rounds, GX have continued on this rampage.
Nice! Good job, boys. Well done. Well done.
It feels as if as well, like the player performance.
If
of
Fnatic was a
looks as if
middling
they're-
team like this,
they look
like
as if
not
they are
that like they
tired, right?
make it
They
to
are having
international
a soft
events,
start.
but they don't win things. They're
have
just
to
like,
track
you
it.
know,
There is
playoff
improvement.
contenders, let's
Time
say.
goes on.
I feel like
Yeah.
they'd have no fucking fans.
Same setup towards
They're so
against
goddamn
two players. More
boring
this
to
time, Cloud.
watch as
Finding
well.
Cloud and Kayak.
They're so
Mission
slow.
feels futile. As soon as that barrel is spotted, Cloud is on to the next. Takes his number.
Bro, they're getting
And
fucking
with Grubby
clapped.
following it
Yeah,
up.
they're getting destroyed.
Fnatic staring at 6-1 here, and sure, it wasn't the best of investments from them.
Did you see the
Not all
Kayak
too
tweet
much
where he
behind
basically
it.
said he's burned out?
Context in which these rounds
I
are being
didn't see
won,
that tweet because I'm
everyone
not on
GX
Twitter,
is
but
wrong.
also that's a terrible
Yeah,
sign
I mean,
for your rookie player.
What more can be said? They're in zone flawless, and
That
it
is-
feels that way.
That is what you
GiantX
want to
look
completely
dominant
avoid
on
heading
this
into
defender
Champions.
side. And we really need to
And
see
that's how
Fnatic
Fnatic lost
do something
EMEA in
different. I mean,
2023,
Lotus
despite being
for
a super
Fnatic,
team.
last time they showed it up
Was
against
because
Can't
they got
blame
burnt
Riot
out.
this time, though.
It wasn't a good showing, right?
No.
It was shaky. They were able to buy themselves.
Don't go
out
to
of a
EWC.
spot.
Yeah, don't go to EWC, you fucking
That's
idiots, if you're
against
gonna
one
get
of the
burned
worst
out.
opponents in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to say it, perhaps the worst. But on this map, your statistics a little different. Big realizations for me is just that Fnatic did very well in their 5v4s, converting advantages yesterday, but so far doesn't feel like they've really been in a
Wow,
position where they
that's
can
through a
numbers.
smoke.
Ara
That's
cracks the whip.
silly.
Yok
That's just a lineup based on where he knew the door was going to open to. And now they have no smokes. It's not like they're running out of time or anything, but they have no mound control.
He's walked all the way out in sand. So confident, chest puffed
And no
out in front
smoke
of
for
his own setup.
stairs.
Happy to take the jewel on the chin. GX queued up for a Fnatic on A.
Calmness about this defender's side and the way that they're making a decision making. Fnatic, they've even got to deal with a Viper's
GiantX
pit.
tweet was,
With
off
50
day for
seconds
me.
remaining, they're gonna
I'm
use
not
the
enjoying
lockdown to
playing and
try
having
get
fun on
rid
stage
of
right
it.
now for some reason.
Look
Well
at
played to
Kayak,
them, they
looking
were
for more
shooting
space
hard.
up through stairs.
Yeah, that just sounds like classic
Condemned. Still
burnout.
Flickless hanging around on site. Will get cleared out and Ara found as well, but Cloud has been on a heater so far.
Bit of burnout, maybe a bit of
As he
depression.
continues to do so, in through
Hopefully
draw,
not.
and
Hopefully
Garbino
it's
out of
just
orbit door.
that he's been doing too much of his job.
Kron is the hard clip. Tries to take the engagement himself. Look at it, a little more forthcoming. Cloud with the flash in. Does go down. Grubby looking for a little bit more. TP, ambitious, and crashes.
Come on,
to
West
cut
side.
him loose. West side.
Don't get your camera out.
And as he opens up his jacket pocket, it's a second for
Let me
Fnatic
take a
round.
picture.
A lifeline, a little bit of relief for the attack. Even just when you think that the GX have the right calls, right? We're talking about the calmness.
Hot
the
take.
way that they're
EG's
following
coaching
that
staff
one.
should be fired.
Fnatic
There is
do
no
their
way I'm
best
not
as
batting bind
always,
against 100 Thieves with my
opponents
season
make
on the line.
mistakes, I think, in that round as well.
Well,
That's what you're
I agree.
kind of hoping.
But I
if
don't
you're on
agree with the
Fnatic
firing
side, that
part, but I
GX
do
are
agree
gonna
with the
give you a lifeline
shouldn't be
because
playing bind.
coming back to those first duels, they were +7 in the green overall yesterday, or 2 days ago against Liquid. So they were winning all the engagements. It just comes back to this theme that's been following GX up until now, that closing from those positions, those small errors, those micro synergies that they've been working so
Problem
heavily
is that
on
EG is just straight up
from groups
permabanning
into playoffs
Sunset.
to
So
the fruits of their labor.
they must have just thought they had literally zero hope on Sunset. They did do a bit of anti on bind. They won rounds 4 and 5 with a really nice anti.
Being held.
And then those were about the only rounds they
Perhaps
won in
Kayak
the
or even
entire
if
map.
That was Ara on the other side of the map, but at the same
They're
time,
just
still Fnatic playing
way,
with the
way
clock
worse at everything else on bind. You can't win with anti
If it is
if
Kayak, which I believe to be
like
the case,
anti will give you
trying
like
to create a distraction again,
5
because so
rounds
far it
max
doesn't
in the
feel like
whole
he's
map.
been a hard entry
Really.
for Fnatic on this map.
you
He's been
you can't be
used
relying on it to
elsewhere.
win if
The group is still inclined for this A
You
hit.
would
This is where
otherwise
Fnatic
get
have often
13-0 by
tried
the
to
other
go,
team.
but been stopped out by GX. The difference this time is there is no Sentinel setup, but Ara is here. And the spam from Grubby will land the
nice
next.
spam.
Yeah, that's
Ara's
straight down
been
on the
popping
ground.
off.
Where does Fnatic go
He's
with
getting
this
really
one?
huge value
It's
with the
not
op.
as if he can use Boaster's ultimate. He's out of the serve, but look at
Oh.
this.
That's
Trying to
whiffy from
continue on.
Kayak, but
now through Hobbit, go up, but
yeah.
Flickless is there.
And Flickless
It's
kills
up to
both of the players on
challenge.
B. He
Fnatic,
trades out, and then he gets the
and
kill on
7 for
Kayak,
GiantX.
who feels like he just has to do something
So
desperate.
just fucking like run one fast play and you'll win because no one will expect it.
I think it's atrocious to believe that you don't need a combination of fast and slow rounds. The whole concept of this game is around conditioning. The idea that you think you should never run a fast round is crazy.
Like anyone with a brain is just, and Boaster just keeps fucking walking into an op.
Well,
Yeah.
They're slowly contacting around the map.
As much as possible because he's been an
But like
absolute
your
nightmare to
Viper
play
wall isn't
against
even
in
up,
the stands.
and we're just walking.
Second timeout Fnatic very early. This is not the first time we've seen this really. It was the Liquid game. Had a spell of it against BBL as well.
Yeah, and I think like at the same time though, it's not the worst time to be using it. And this
Also,
is
if Giants win this,
staff have
I'm
been
just
talking
saying
about
this
coming
is
into play
this is
for
how
us,
heretics
Boaster,
go out.
about how
This
Fnatic
is how
want
heretics
to
don't make
work
it.
on their map pool for champs, right? They want to be able to.
Do Giants have to make the
of
finals,
these
right?
games as a way to test out comps,
One of
test out
Giants or Navi
ideas
would
of
have
how
to
they
make
wanna
the
play
finals,
around
yeah.
the
And
map.
BBL would have to be Liquid.
I think the issue is
Which is super
we've
possible.
seen this comp 30 plus
I mean, at
times
this
get
point,
beat
like
by
if
Fnatic.
Navi
Last time there was
and
any
Giants
change,
win
Lotus
today,
on the Astra
I mean,
instead. That's the one
you
that I
better
mentioned
fucking
at the
pray
start,
Team
and
Liquid lock in the final of your
yeah, it's
heretics.
not sort of post 2023 that we've seen.
The thing
that,
is, though,
so
if-
the theory is there,
If
it's been
Navi win
written
today,
into the tablet, the stone tablet for as long as it's
Well,
required
I mean,
now,
like, in any scenario where Heretics don't make it, they've deserved to not
on
make
the
it.
biggest of stages, even more recently,
Because,
the grand final of
yeah, it's
Toronto
fine to
against
lose to BBL in the
Paper
upper bracket,
Going against
but
them, it was the final map in that series.
you're
But this is
literally-
also how Liquid don't make it as well. Giants beating Fnatic. Then, and like if Heretics beat Navi, but Giants went on a run, that's how
Yeah,
Liquid
well,
don't
that's
make it.
that's unfortunate for Liquid. That's mad unfortunate for Liquid, because in that situation, it
Yeah,
doesn't
like
feel like
you
they
still
don't
came
deserve
third
it.
and didn't make it.
Yeah, but I think in any scenario where Heretics don't make it, they've deserved it by losing to
By the way,
Navi.
it's found the first pick, and Fnatic are on
Yeah.
the site now.
Yeah, there they are. Spike down, flips post plan, but both still know what his or not.
Actually, no, can they... Wait, so...
Oh my
okay,
God, if this
fair
is the
enough.
round
That's
that
an
Fnatic
insane
win,
shot from Boaster.
It's an insane round. They got double ops now.
gone in an instant.
Look at them, what Fnatic's guns are now.
Yeah, they were running double up at the end of the previous
Yeah,
round
you
as
know
well.
what, we'll like you. And
Oh my
against
God,
GX, that
nice.
apparently
Um,
works, but
Heretics...
2-on-3,
What
fancy
happens
their chances,
if...
the defender's side, flush with cash.
What happens if BBL
No, the
wins
spam not
in
working
the
out, and
uppers?
Alpha takes his time in. Cloud now trying to get
Giants
out
makes
of three, but
finals,
three players trained to his position.
but
Against
Heretics
Fnatic,
beats
does not.
Navi?
Yeah.
Did Heretics...
That's how
with Ron
Liquid.
saved
That's how
off
Liquid
and
go out.
Boaster picking it up off the corpse of Ara.
So Heretics
Right.
would go and Liquid.
Heretics would go, but Liquid
That's
wouldn't.
the sort of conviction that you
Yeah, that
expect
feels
from
bad
Fnatic,
for Liquid.
to bring it all back and put a bow on it.
That feels very bad for...
They are
But in
playing
that
GX a little bit
scenario,
of their own game, remembering who they
Liquid
are.
would still have to lose to Giants, wouldn't they?
As
Yeah,
it seems
they'd
like
have
this
to lose a
double
lot of
down
fight.
Or-
on the fight will
Yeah, they'd have to lose to
continue onwards,
Giants.
but this time
So,
GX have brought
yeah, I
numbers
mean, either way you slice it, I feel like
I mean, for the most part,
the
they
fate
went out
is still in their
initial
own hands.
Yeah, you've
for
had a
Liquid
chance to
Heretics.
win and you
Wade's
didn't.
been with
Yeah.
Fnatic looking to re-engage and continue.
That season aid is really
Oh.
good
Big pick
for
up
the
from
attackers.
Kayak.
It gets value
Yeah.
so often.
It's like though, it's like one of the few season aids that continuously
This
seems
defensive
to
side
work.
gonna be even more
Yeah,
stricken for
it's just
options,
exactly
but
where the
push
attackers want a
forward.
path.
onto route again. They go.
Unless you're playing against
No
EG and you're
overstep
100
yet,
Thieves.
Chronicle guarding for it as he so often does.
I can't remember what was going on in that game.
EG were just fucking forgot who they were playing against on Bind.
Trying to get out
Oh,
of
you mean on
so
Bind? I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
two to the
on
goods.
Lotus. I
No,
was like, I
no.
don't
Do you not remember
the
Bind when
situation.
the
No, I
Siege
do,
was
I
getting the
do.
most value of all time?
No, of course I do, yeah. The Siege combos were absurd.
Still defending position, but Kron
What's fucked up as well
continues
is,
to fan off this
beginning of the
onslaught
half,
GX
round 4,
players
round
that are
5, when EG
trying
are
to
attacking,
create
they have some
problems
like
on the back
really
line.
clear anti of baiting out the refight towards B long. They like dodge the combos and then they punish the players, and I'm like, hold on, they've done a bit of like proper theory here, and then they just completely fucked it for every other round in their attack half. It was astonishing.
A 7-5 half wouldn't be a bad recovery for Fnatic.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you don't have to watch them play again.
No, and thank God for that.
When GX had only dropped the bonus.
See, that was a strange game because it didn't make me feel really that much better about 100 Thieves either, though.
No, I agree.
It made me feel like just ban Bind against this
Yeah,
team.
yeah,
it'll probably
exactly.
be-
Exactly. It was just another you forgot to ban Bind game.
Keeping this lower run going against a Casey who had a point to prove. Parisian homecoming.
Oh, they are
GX ending the half, a little
crunching.
bit of
them.
pace.
Whoa, Boaster's opping.
GX trying to force the fight.
Whoa.
To get out, but it
He's just
doesn't
panicked
work out.
completely.
Cypher utility
Never
on
mind,
the
going
A
1-for-1
side
there's
to
pretty
gain
good.
that extra information. Now allow for the spike
Well,
to go
1
down
for 2.
easy enough. But look
Yeah.
at Fnatic, look at the space they want to take towards CT. GiantX trying to show some sort of resistance.
Yeah, all on Alpha to find this next Yul and does. Hit placed inside the site. A retake of increased difficulty for GX.
Nightfall to try and clear out the next couple. Paolo, Grubby, a chance. Vulnerable up though.
Oh, he
There's
just
Chronic
saw
choice.
Crashy's
Now
back.
it's up to Cloud. 1 versus 3.
I feel like
Time
Fnatic
ticking
have really
away.
gotten away with
You
it
can't
again
help but
here.
expect this to be
Another
Fnatic round.
half where it
7-5
feels like Chronicles just
identified through Alpha's turret.
scrape them through
And
some
exactly
extremely
Yeah, like
tricky
this,
rounds.
again, like I was just saying this, like they're playing shit and they're gonna end with 5 rounds and like it's not a disaster and they might just win this map, even though it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like it feels like they're not playing well at all.
The op adjustment on in the attack was a nice crutch for Boaster.
Coming out of the halftime.
Well, yeah, they were getting fucking destroyed by it themselves, so they thought, might as well join in.
Yeah. If you can't beat it, join it. Madron, thank you for the 36 months. And something, thank you for the 6 months of Tier 1. Thank you very much for the 6 months in a row of Tier 1. Even in the final against PaperX, Fnatic won some rounds on attack side Lotus because they hit some fast execs. Yeah, they looked a lot better then. They looked like they had more vision to their game. Maybe the pressure will improve them once they get to champs. But I actually don't really believe my own narrative there, to be honest, because I feel like Boaster has played some of his worst tournaments at champs in terms of calling wise. Maybe it's just because they kept running into Loud at those tournaments, but even in like 2023, Fnatic at the first two tournaments were on a different level to Fnatic at champs. They still made 4th, I think it was, at champs, but they weren't looking like they were in an unbeatable form at champs. It wasn't a surprise when they lost twice to Loud.
It was a case of waking up and smelling the coffee, and a player who's already done that today, eclipsing his previous performances, is Rubinho. And of course, the time that he had on stage 1 with Koi wasn't the best, but we all knew that the potential was there. And into this second stage, building towards playoffs, things have looked
No
good.
Loud equals Fnatic win champs? Maybe, because it might just have been that Sadak had a really sick read on like how to beat Boaster's Lotus, how to
could he respond and
challenge them aim-wise.
Yeah, he started off well,
but
and I think like he's the component to this GiantX.
But
side
my
that's really
suspicion at the
into
time was that
being a real playoff
they put
contender, right?
too
When
much
we
pressure
think
on
of, like,
themselves
how
for
everything
champs
started
and
to
crumbled
slot
a
into
bit.
place in terms of roles, and I think this is for the first time in a long time that we're seeing Giants actually have a roster with a lot of promise, right? As sure it's split to it's come into its form, but I mean, something to build towards for next year.
See that the roles are just that much more.
Because out of any year ever,
Rubinho has his part to play
that
in it.
was the year for a 3-peat.
Paranoia in hand. As the toxic screen goes up, GX start to turn their gaze elsewhere. It's towards Kron, but as
I mean, there were some other great teams, obviously. Like PaperX and EG that year were super good.
As well. But it looks as if GX are looking to just hit in towards C. There's 2 players here. It's Crashes and Kron.
But they were also pretty good at Tokyo, and Fnatic fucking owned them.
Play of damage already done. Standing on his own 2 feet, and with Westside pinned to the corner, he's a dead man. Still Ara overlooked. It gives half a chance on the round, but Grubby has to win his one. And while all of that's going on, the spike has hit the deck, and Ara's nowhere to be seen. The player that we just highlighted needs a big moment to turn this one around.
Posters absolutely ran for the hills, giving nothing away to Rubinho. Doesn't want to.
How is the game looking so far? Seems pretty good.
To start to slit, Boaster though caught in transition.
If you're rooting for Giants, it's looking like a good game. Like, Ara is hitting, Flickless is having a fantastic performance at the moment. The op was getting a large amount of value, which bodes really well for Sunset too, because Ara's op is going to be key there.
That's going to be the round. So, number 6 locked in. Grubby walks into trouble.
But
as do the rest of GX.
it doesn't really feel super high level.
Yeah. I mean, Alpha does so well.
It feels like decent,
Spike,
but it's not a nail biter at the moment. It's not an ooh ah kind of game.
Look. You're doing this, bro.
Yeah, so speaking of calmness, maybe a little bit more required there.
Alpha, yeah, trying to tell
GX
Boaster
make
that
no
he's
investment
too nervous.
to the following
Like,
round.
chill out, bro. You're fucking vibrating.
Much to happen here, but this player got behind. Grubby has found Boaster. That's one.
only one.
They're escalating this very quickly. This is the directness I was talking about from GX.
Yeah, and Crashes has a rifle, so
Oh,
he needs to be really careful. There's plenty of bodies to protect it though. Kron being one of them, Kayak the other, as Fnatic are dealing with any problems. Cloud has a chance to escape, or at least fake it.
already sighted though, so that's the problem solved. Fnatic with the equalizer back to 7-7. Well, we do have a little time. Yeah, just to build on that roles conversation, I think that's something that's been so pivotal.
Thank you for the 8
GX.
months.
They're playing quite standard
All right, let's
across a
have a
lot of maps. You're going to see the same couple of agents, the pool very minimized, but that's just made them a little bit more
Around
efficient with their
15,
micro.
Fnatic have
I think
really
any
good guns to be able to
player
work with.
focusing on how it is
Tough
that
spot
they
for
can
Giants.
improve those mechanics,
What's the game
perhaps,
plan here?
and how that fits into the team picture. They have looked a little bit more effective, and it's those fast hits where you really see.
Running Killjoy on this map
prowess
feels so
of
much
it.
worse in the last like year or so. Since they
Behind the early A wall this time.
was it like 2 years ago, something like that, where they reduced the radius on some of the equipment, so now you can't anchor backside C and keep your turret alive.
Utility to try and refight this.
Alright,
GiantX does
Grubinho
it
dies.
completely dry, catches Grubinho, which is a big loss because when you think of it, GiantX when they go
It really
to
feels like
execute,
you should
will
be
have
able to
deal with
hard bully
so many
Alpha
hard
on
angles.
C.
You think towards B heaven, you think towards C waterfall.
Because his positioning
A
has to be
heaven
much
as
more
well.
predictable than if he was playing Vice.
Think about the whole damn map at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many angles on Lotus that you have to try and deal with. Boaster having to deal with the push, and unfortunately for him, these crashes all alone.
Solo on site.
That's a good
Found his
shot.
first.
Yeah, and well,
But
there's
Crashes
a couple
gets
of
traded
hits
out,
go
and
GX's
now
way as
Giants are
well.
in control.
Spike down. Unable to try and get some sort of delay. In fact, no at all. Spike committed. Alpha and a big key 1 versus 1 out of orbit. GiantX.
4 HP on West
Went the
Side survives
rifle
the
route.
shorty push from Alpha, yeah. Not a player
the
that
most of
I've
the
really
A-fights
ever
there.
seen use the shorty.
Fnatic, in terms of their priorities of which space it was that they wanted to fight, Boaster.
I don't really
Again,
associate
in terms of
Alpha
those
with
first duels,
shorty usage.
He has had a pretty torrid time so far. When it comes to advantages, like we said, GX are going to open a lot of these rounds. It's whether Fnatic can close them from a deficit.
Boaster also was trying to contest the tree players and just
Poignant.
got double swung and died.
Uh,
What is EMEA cooking out here?
hit a bit of a delay, just keyboard issues, so nothing
Oh,
too much to
keyboard
worry
issue.
about. But Kara, I think while we have the time, we sort of continue to bring that conversation forwards. What is it that GX need to do to beat Fnatic today? Where are the advantages going to come from this playstyle of theirs?
I mean, for me, you've got to be looking about, like, for instance, you think towards
Yeah,
that
presumably he
A-hold,
bought
right?
himself
You've
a
got- you had
shorty
Kaya
on,
just swinging completely dry. You need to be aware of where Fnatic are going to try
On the
and
bonus.
take their opportunities. B side looking a bit open as well when you think towards that double
Oh, it's
stack that's
attack. I
looking
thought it was attack
C5s.
pause.
No. They said a
See,
keyboard
Keyboard
issue.
Players,
issues.
I was going to say in high
Keyboard
spirits,
issue.
but Boaster
Issues. There's
stoic
multiple
expression on his
issues.
face, knowing that, of course, the job is not yet done.
Boaster
It's
does
far from it,
seem
in fact,
bit
Fnatic's goals, I think, at this point, like you
Tense
say,
today.
do stem from making those improvements
Which is a little
towards
strange
champs.
considering they
That's
have
what
already
their
made
focus
champs.
will be
Yeah.
on. But again, just ironing out some of those issues that can only crop up in an official environment is especially poignant in times like these when you're going to play against, you know, a GX side that like to be quite straightforward.
Oh,
So many
Arrows
different
picked up
styles that
the.
you'll
Oh, they
run into
forced on that.
in an international event, and how to handle that, of
I
course.
didn't
that was
even
a
realize.
force.
I thought that was a
thought it was
bonus.
Navi.
I was
Oh my
wondering
God.
why Alpha had the shorty in the first place, but yeah, it's because they forced.
Outlaw. Fnatic find themselves at the
Wow,
back
why?
end of a poor buy,
I have the
even after the success they were having in the initial rounds. Forcing into that third one is what's cost them.
They still had like 3 players alive after round 15, after round 14.
Kayak here out
Why did they
of
force?
Island. Decides better of it. Gives up the space after Alpha Ye's demise. His fate settled in a similar manner to what looked to be panning out in front of his eyes. Still from Kronzorb, he's currently sat in B main, waiting to react off of this execution.
Ooh, Kayak. Oh, he got the entry.
I feel like
After
against
that,
this
though,
team,
it's
you
all
just know that you
GiantX.
can path like
So,
that to
that
water
being
for
said,
free.
Kron crashes.
There's not going to be a
Try and
player
pick
anchoring
up
backside
into
that.
a
Well,
full
I guess
stack of
unless it's
players, but there
Boaster,
are
he does
players
sometimes
low.
anchor back there with
Key
the
point being,
paranoia.
The Stinger at that range will struggle. Ara is on 6 points of health. Wondering if Grubinho would maybe drop him the outlaw.
What an
but
easy
it's a little
round for
too much
Giants to
ground
pick up.
cover in this 4 versus 2. Each retaking from different positions. Crashes had util to set this up.
Pawn immediately destroyed. GiantX, they know exactly what is needed. Nice first shot, but that's all it's
And
gonna
now
be.
you've given
So
Cloud
that
time
gap
to get up to his ultimate.
gets grown
Ara
to
might
2.
get up to a showstopper as well in
GiantX
the
finds
next.
himself 1 away from double digits.
Yeah, looking more than up to the task so far in this elimination match.
Hello, Retro. How's it going?
Dark Horses.
Hope the games have been
all
good
year
today. The
long.
China finals was good. It was a lot of fun.
The significance of this fixture is the Fnatic game in the previous stage was the first look that we got at some of those new
Odin and
signings,
Op
Flickless and
defending
Arrow from
A.
UCAM.
No boom
And when you
bot.
really felt like maybe there was a little bit more potential behind this new iteration of GX, given the time to work on things behind the scenes. And into the next rifle.
That's a lot of chip
GiantX Op
damage.
is out on A. And from the breakable door, he is ready for GX.
Oh, but I don't think he wants anything to do with that. Kayak out of that big door.
I don't know. Was that through a
Has found his
smoke?
pick. So
Was that right
entry,
before the
5
smoke
versus
popped?
4 for Fnatic to try and convert from. With the spike going down.
Kayak has
As the
nade.
spike goes down, Cloud has the
Are we not
C's, and
nading
that's
that?
about all in terms of utility here to
Yeah,
fall back
Cloud
on.
is weak.
Very regressive positions through tree. Now moving
Pretty
out into
bad
grass.
passive positions here for Giants.
Next up against Flickless.
Oh,
Can't win it out. That's going to be a
well.
big pressure relief. That's not an
Still
angle
winnable
that
for
Fnatic can
Fnatic,
approach
though.
from. But at least Kron gets Cloud from stairs.
4v3 and they have full
Oh,
control
looks like
of the
Fnatic
site.
trying to assault in towards tree. Still the last two. Ara trying to make a
they've got it.
surprise. Doesn't work out. And Flickless trying to spam. Completely helpless. Thinks better of it. Would rather keep the rifle in towards the next round.
Why did they not have somebody to go deeper on
So
site?
Fnatic
Why were they
start
holding
to
off site so much?
reconsolidate control on this defender's side. An effective retake with no ultimates invested, so plenty to fall back on this shot from Kayak.
Yep, that was through a
Fully
smoke.
through the smoke, took a timing on
Yep,
it.
that was also through a
Same can be
smoke.
said of Chronicle.
Yep, that was through a wall.
In fact, it feels a little unlucky.
Guy through the hobby smoke, bro. We've all.
Just one round in it now. Kayak and these defender sides have been a real focal point in these last few maps that we've seen him play. A real upturn in form where he was being sacrificed a lot on the attack. He's enabled now with the sniper in his hands.
Yeah, not only that, a showstopper in his back pocket. This looks pretty straightforward on the C site as GX look to hit into it.
I like that
Kayak's
paranoia.
Not quite finding the fight on B main, West side winning that out.
But Ara isn't confident that the rest of his
Big kill from
team
Alpha.
is going to cover water. He's worried that
Arrow
there's still
representing
somebody
the only
back
player
there.
presence from GX to have
Why is he still
crossed
worried
the
there's somebody
borderline
back
into
there?
C.
His
Rubinho
teammates
will
can't
be
get out
left
because the
behind,
nano
detached
swarms.
from the rest as GX
Rubinho needs
start
to be
searching
teleporting
elsewhere.
and clearing that, I think.
A, that they're going with Flickless's wall, but you
But I guess
wonder
Grub is throwing the
is a late
paranoia in the
pivot.
first place from the spot he's in, like right now. God, that doesn't feel good. Ara's just there, like, where are they going to be swinging me from?
Zero information except for that Cypher cam being shown. Waiting for the Toxins to come back up. That's a big pick. Still Fnatic have ultimates to come back in with if they really need to as well. This is looking like a quick B pivot.
Oh, he's caught the timing on
perhaps
Chronicle.
expected, and Grubby's managed to catch the timing on this as well. Kron on site. They
Oh, he's gonna
exchange
break the
looks, but
lockdown.
I don't know, did Grubby spot him or not? He's looking to take this a step further either way. Alpha lining up the lockdown, and yeah,
Oh
Grubby
my God.
swivels the head
What
back
a
around,
swing
looking
as well
for
to
There's no
kill
way they
Kayak.
lose this,
Take
surely.
that fight, he'll lose it, but it ends 2-on-2, and the spike is in
Viper's
the
fit.
ground.
Not only that, Viper's
I mean,
pit invested.
they
by
have lost it.
Flickless. This should be easy enough to close out for GiantX.
Bit of soundbait as well.
Disrupt, interrupt the timing. Kron fanning the pit across.
Chronicle
no.
inside
Are
his
you
pit
gonna
in a
do it?
1v2. This is a
Circles
weird,
on
weird
site,
one.
but Cloud is ready for the jump.
God, what a
3 to
play
his
from
name
Grubinho.
on round
He got
18.
inserted
Yeah.
so early on that. And that wasn't the game plan. The game plan was just to go for a C exec. So that's a beautiful audible call from Giants. That swing, though,
Such a
probably
smart play
wins
from
them the round.
Fabinho, though, and that's what
Flickless just
releases
hard swinging
so much
Kayak and
pressure on the round.
killing him.
Nice! Nice,
Didn't quite catch it on the replay, but yeah, you can only assume he saw Chronicle and just decided we want to set up for B. See what I can find here. With the lockdown in play, you're kind of expecting Alpha to be setting that one up. Still available, of course.
What is the buy?
This
Is that really the best weapon you think to bring in here, the Sheriff?
Some of us are buying and some of us are kind of half buying. That's the buy. I don't know why Kayak only has a Sheriff. I mean,
I guess nobody can drop
Guess
anything better than
Razor.
Made the decision though.
Yeah.
For this round at least, towards the
I'm just
seaside where
like, wouldn't you
Chronic
want a Stinger as
Alpha
well?
hold
I guess
things
not.
down.
But like, you are allowed to buy a Stinger and a Sheriff.
And it looks like when you look at
you
the
are, yeah,
positions, they don't
that
really
is
wanna break
allowed.
the choke.
I've checked the
For a
rules. It's
retake.
allowed.
And for
All right, they
lockdown
try it
ready
again.
as well.
Same idea, same paranoia.
One, but Ara's going to go ahead and chase this. Showstopper.
Oh, he heard somebody.
Paint shell still in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Plenty
Oh,
of utility
Kron.
damage.
Why is he
And a chance
spamming
to
against
deny
a
it.
Razor?
Chronicle removed
I
from the
don't know.
space, and GX not even going to chase it up. They drop
Well,
all
even
the way
is it-
back to sand.
That's because of that lockdown.
What, you gonna
in
lock
play,
down here?
right? An ultimate that Fnatic can use in their favour, which they try to do here. Nightfall in first, as
Did you
well
just not
as
realize
the
where that lockdown was?
The nade from Ara just to do damage.
Just try and
to
nade
enemy
the
players through
lockdown in a
waterfalls.
different corner.
Fnatic are swimming upstream
wow.
into this
Nice.
retake, but the ult's
The
invested.
lockdown into showstopper
Offset the
combo, so there's
chances.
no way of surviving
Now
on
looking
site.
a bit more favourable. They
That
need to fan out and
sees
fight the players
called
Sam.
Kayak and
Ruby
Alpha,
in the
yeah?
meantime is wrapping round on the flank, but the kills have already been found inside of the choke. Alpha sticking it, applying
nice.
spray which won't connect. It
Good from
matters
Giants.
not.
Good plant position.
Fnatic
Good
have fallen
sees,
out of
good
this round
spam.
and out of favour on Lotus, it seems.
Yeah, and they used 3 ults there for Fnatic.
Yeah. Well,
Continuing to build
what
on
Fnatic
their
were doing
lead
was
and
good
with
as
a
well.
huge
It's just
opportunity to end it in the next
they all got
few.
snarled up by the
fact
seas,
that
so they couldn't
Fnatic
put any
used
pressure on
3
man.
ultimates in that last round and didn't find the value is probably what's going to push GiantX to
Chronicle
go and
should
win
have
out this
survived,
map.
but
Go and push themselves forward.
the rest of it, you can't be too mad about what Fnatic did there. Giants just outplayed them.
Fnatic with the lost bonus. are
Why
gonna
did they
throw
fade
as
ult
much
and
into
then
this as they
lockdown?
can. Boaster on a Stinger, Alpha a Guardian, and with a full set of light shields.
Like, why not
Ara,
lockdown and then just fade ult, you know,
so
everyone
often using
when
the
they're...
Outlaw will bring it into
Yeah, I don't
play
know.
here
Yeah,
as
that's a
well.
good point.
Alpha has to cross past it, but Westside's already off the board. Huge early win.
That's your locker gone. That's your presence across the map starting to thin out. And Fnatic make their approach towards A lobby. Cloud only seen Boaster though.
You do still have other players that can fake that pressure. We saw Grubby do it in previous rounds. Looks like it's going to be Ara here. Still, GX committed to fighting Rubble.
Are they too committed?
Not wanting to overinvest any utility. We'll focus on Alpha now in the corner.
And he wins the first.
Good
Can't quite
trade.
get the second,
That
but
spot
Grubby's
can
so
just win you
deep.
rounds.
Just looking to try and lock round flank. See if he can
Cloud,
find anything, but he doesn't.
one.
Cloud holding on. Was only
Where
able
you
to
going?
find
Where you going,
Crashy,
Flickless?
so
You have to
in a
NB. You
very
have to
weird
NB.
spot on the map. The fact that Flickless needs to try and get close
Yeah,
to
we'll go
Grubby
through
is
to
the
A.
big component here.
But you
Yeah,
can't
he's
run
had the call
C.
from Grubby though that the A site should be completely clear, that he can go ahead and plant it. Cloud heard the steps of
seconds
the
left.
push coming in from main, so the rest of the team have adjusted. It's late alteration, they still have to pull off the 2 versus 3.
Shots fired forward. Presence in CT identified by Flickless, and he's going to hang around, hang on, but there's 3 bodies here. Kayak low as well.
Wow.
That's the first to go,
Oh wow, but he
Boaster
doesn't get
there.
the second. He hits the
Now
more
it's up to
difficult of the 2
Grubinho.
shots.
Deep in main,
Smoked
with
off
an
as well.
option to spam onto the spike. It gets
Oh, no
Kron,
way.
And it's now up against
Wow.
the
Wow.
Fnatic.
Wow,
And he's able to
that's
clutch
ridiculous
out
from Giants at the end there.
GiantX on map point.
And a Red Bull clutch for Grabinho. Bouncing back after
Well, Fnatic might
heavily
just get
critiqued
2-0'd in this game.
performance in the upper bracket. Flickless does well to buy time here. Fnatic are so slow to get towards the site because they know GX are at a disadvantage.
one by Grubby,
They're going to be
nice
looking
one.
to take those jewels, so they don't want to entertain it. Grubby over-delivering from that position.
Yeah, shouldn't have had a chance. The fact that Kron gets caught trying to move on towards the spike is a disaster. Seems if GiantX happy to try and fight A once again. They're much more forward this time round. Fnatic, so much more regressed.
Similar sort of positions that we've seen. In fact, Boaster further forward on this close corner through the main choke than you would typically see. It's because he has Kron in support off his shoulder in the stairwell.
Poster needs to play his timing to perfection, and he's done it. He's gone, not able to get the second, but Kron
West Side
is.
getting
The spam
two
goes
there.
West Side's way of all people. The neural theft identified.
Wow.
Crashes.
Holy fuck.
Kayak
No
gets
way.
a
Wow,
Caught
what?
inside the
keeps this
seas.
in a position that's winnable.
So winnable though
It
for
settles in a
Flickless.
1-versus-1. Flickless
He knows that Alpha was
versus
covering
Alpha.
C. Knows he's going to be late.
Built in the Spanish Challenger League and now hitting the scene. Flickless.
Oh no.
Caught
Alpha
on
round.
the cross to tree by Alpha.
Just an Alpha moment.
A line drawn in the
Perfect
sand
first
from
bullet.
Fnatic. This one not getting any further than 12 for the time being. 3 more opportunities for them to give us another extension of play.
Clutch on clutch. Seems like GiantX trying to clear their corners, maybe a little bit too aggressive in the way they were trying to take backside as well. Works out in Fnatic's favour.
The coaches are not
Anxious
feeling
are
great about
the
it.
Coaches.
No, because they have
They're
eyes.
allowed
Yeah.
to speak to the players for the first time.
Terrible day to
in
have
a
working
long
eyes.
time. As GX used their first timeout.
It's another one of those
On the
games
other
where it
side
feels
of the
like
server,
Alpha is
Vincent
refusing to lose,
now involved,
and the rest of the
or
players on his team
so you would think. I mean,
just
usually, sort of,
aren't
as you
bothered.
said,
Yeah.
was happy with the calls that Cloud
aren't quite in it
even
today.
in the tenuous of times for GX when it looked like they were really struggling, still with the full confidence.
I mean,
in this
Kayak and
project.
Crashies did
Best
get
thing
some
to be
really
said from the
important kills
management,
there. Flood defending,
and
but
his head coaching, because he's one of
Yeah.
only a
It,
couple of coaches that have stayed with those original projects since partnerships began.
it's just
He's
the
been
energy
with
difference.
Giants since he was a player.
Yeah,
The
they
history
really.
goes all the way back.
Well,
but
I mean, it doesn't help when they
now
play
with
so
multiple
lethargic on
revisions
attack. I
already
mean, they must be
behind
bored
him, this
themselves.
one
Yeah.
seems to have
God,
had
imagine
the most
screaming
effectiveness
like
that
that
we've
6
seen
hours a
since
day.
his
God,
time.
I'd get burnt out as well.
And
Yeah.
Fucking
no
walking around the
stranger
Valorant
to
map.
making
Yeah,
international events, right? Was able to make to champs back in.
They need to boot camp
23.
in
Well,
Pacific.
yeah, that's the one that we're talking about.
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of the champs
Yeah.
that Giants have had. But the
God,
problem is it's the
how
absence
times
since.
change.
Cloud was talking about it
Yeah.
in the interview that we had
They
played.
need to boot
Yeah,
camp in
send them to
Pacific and
fucking
get some
China.
fucking energy
Yeah, you know,
into
they're
their game.
putting
Yes,
in
send
hard
them to
work,
China.
hard hours, and they have been over the years.
Get some
Just,
tempo,
they
get
wanna
some
know that
energy,
that
get some
work
like,
was
oh shit,
put to
what are
good
they
use
doing
and
and
that
how
they
do we
tried their
defend
best,
against
whether
it
they
into your
succeeded or
game?
not.
That'll get the whimsy back.
Well, back to the seaside, where Kron and Alpha have been able to somewhat hold, but Ara's so deep, he's taken a lot of delay, a lot of decay, and Alpha,
That alarm bot
combined by Kron's snakebite, is able to
completely
deny
ruined
the
Ara.
seaside.
It's just textbook Lotus from Fnatic. The
That's a
double
team
layering of
paranoia as
utility,
well, right?
Viper and Sentinel partnered up.
onto Ara.
He's fast
I think.
Well,
will
considering
get
Boaster
punished
still has his.
if they continue
Yeah.
playing into that GX.
Just messing up the timing there.
We've just seen the shoulder crashes.
I'm also not a big
Straight
fan
away,
of getting
dips away,
Flickless's
doesn't wanna give
ult,
anything.
because he was going to get it anyway for the next
Towards
rifle
the
round.
rescue the rifle.
Seems better to
Yeah.
me to put the orb onto someone
done
else.
so.
And,
Eco rounds, yeah, you want to get, like, if someone's 2 off, you give them the
Control
ult.
the Viper
Yeah.
wall on A for the rest of his team.
but I can understand that
given
if
the call to
you
do so
do take the C
from the
site
in-game
there,
leader,
you can
Cloud
still win the entire
continuing
map
to
with a
scale
pick.
onto
win
a
the
site
challenge, yeah.
currently only
Yeah,
held
so-
by Crashies.
I can see what they're cooking.
And so it's a complete forfeit.
But just give him the plant.
Oh, you
That's
missed
great.
Navi almost throwing a 12-3.
versus 5.
Really? They
Good
nearly threw a
decision. You don't give
12-3
anything
lead.
away to your opponents, but the bad decision-
12-3,
the bad
and
thing
they won
about it is they'll
13-11.
lose GiantX to go and try and set up,
God
but
damn.
Flickless
And
moves,
like, it was against
ahead of the
Vitality, who looked like
Puts in a
walking,
5 versus
the
2.
Walking Dead. Like,
and it's a stinger, a sheriff.
Yeah.
It's not
that was the
recognized he
least
was wrong.
likely fake comeback of all time, I think.
Fnatic, it should just
Like
be
when it was
straight
12-3.
out of the playbook.
It was
5
so
players
dominant.
from
How
Stormside,
how
Kayak
are Vitality
first in,
overall
and
in
a
that
quick
game?
trade onto
Just
Grubby,
terrible?
so no messing around, no silly business.
Yeah,
Fnatic
pretty
now
lethargic.
at
Like,
10.
yeah, just didn't look
GX's
good at all.
opportunities to finish this
didn't
in the
look
fashion
good.
that they would like, reduced to
Their
2.
attack sides in
It's a
particular were
professional round as
poor.
well, the fact that they're able to get through that.
Did Safe
Only
play?
really losing Kayak
He did play.
on the
What was it-
re-entry
what did he
towards the
play?
A side. And the big thing about
Played
it,
ISO
the
and
fact that
then
lockdown's
Vice.
back online. So is the
He played
showstopper.
Vice?
Crashes away from
Instead of
one away
who?
From his Nightfall. These are big components
Instead of-
to finish out the map. And ones that can counter
did he
what
play?
GX have
Kovac?
online.
Kovacs?
For instance, the Viper's Pit.
Yeah.
Alpha with a real uptick in form. Interesting to see here. typically performs
It didn't
better
work.
on the attack half than
No.
the defense, but 23 and 14 as it stands, and nothing getting past him on C. Fnatic with an adaptation. Heavy fight.
But
on
also
A,
Ruxa
Kayak
continued to
core,
be
but the showstopper
insane.
flares off.
Yeah.
Still finds one before getting traded out.
Buster stuck in the corner, trying to
Oh,
TP
Buster
away
just
in towards
gets
their flank
out.
smoke and is successful.
Instantly multiple.
Okay, and now you can.
rifles light up, and it's at the
Wow,
cost of
was that just as
both
the wall went
TPs
down?
and
Yeah, I think
Clashies
so.
as well, who
Do they have a smoke for
ends up
this?
dying
Yep.
through the main line. Now
You
GX
know that Alpha's
converging
gonna
in
ult this,
position
so you
on the
push him?
B fight.
You're
It's
gonna push
only
him?
Alpha.
What?
In the pit? Yeah,
That pit
come on,
doesn't
you
do
gotta
much.
push
That
the
pit's
pit.
in the
He's going
fucking
to
exact
spread
epicenter.
out
You still gotta push him.
down, so
All
they
right,
can
yeah.
challenge this.
That's
One
cool.
by one, they will break it.
I thought they were doing a
After the
pit to like,
lockdown,
you know, the
easy.
like escape
Fnatic
pit
with
and get
no
back into it.
support. How that
It's a
round
push pit.
Yeah.
That's
what
really
looked like
fun.
It could have been Fnatic's. It's been completely turned on its head.
Well,
Chronicle. It has to
Fnatic
go
might
up
get
into
2-0'd by
one versus
Giants.
four.
why the fuck would you
And
dip
if he
your toe in
loses
that?
this,
They should
it's
get 2-0'd by
GX's
Giants,
mark.
shouldn't they? I mean, next map's
GX.
Sunset. It's a permaban.
Taking a
Yep.
huge step forwards into their hopes of champs qualification with a map win here. A step forward.
Fnatic
in
just
this
becoming
series.
the
13
chaos
to 10 on Fnatic's pick of Lotus.
warriors out here.
GX
They're
walk away,
making the
leaving them
EMEA
stunned.
bracket even more
There was a
unpredictable.
slight blip in the middle. It looked like Fnatic
Losing to
got back
BBL,
into it, but
reasonable.
in the
Losing to
end
Giants
stages,
2-0
no mistakes
throws
made. We'll see if
everything
they can carry that on after the break.
all over the place.
Goes to show how bad KC are, huh?
Fuck you.
What type of dog was that? No, okay. Then someone bark like a real dog. I can meow if you want.
We have already meow, it's fine.
Salim Kazi, thank you for the 29 months. How was the Chinese final? Good. It was a good game. It was a fun one. Started out with DRG absolutely dominating, and then they slowly just lost control of the game and had it swept out from beneath them. They played pretty badly on the next map of Haven and lost a somewhat close game, so that they'll be kicking themselves for that because they could have played a lot better on Haven. But then Billy turned up on maps 3 and 4 and won it away.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Did you check the Chinese team's end of final ceremony where they showed all their champs teams? No, I didn't actually. Did they do that thing again where they put them on like podiums? And they had all of the teams that were going to champs and they were like the big four? Because I know they did that one of the years. Well, it must have been last year. They did a send-off ceremony? That is cool. That is cool. Yeah. No, I didn't watch that because I needed to sleep. But that is awesome. In fact, actually, we've got a bit of a break now. I could go and find it. Let's go and find it. Let me not leak anything here. Where is that thing? I wonder if I can just go to the VLR page, will it? No, the VOD is not available yet. VCT China? No, not watch party, motherfucker. VCT Championship. Yeah, here we go. Where is it? So this is this is where I turned off the stream. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
我们自己的微缺2周年森赛。
无畏屈原的兄弟姐妹，出征冠军赛的 CN 联赛队伍。我现在站在重庆的高空，朝天门之巅，为出征仪式献上朝天门，拿出你们最瓦最狂的态度，重庆造起来！
Has this been pre-recorded? Or was this happening live? I think it feels like it's been pre-recorded. There's no way they're live cutting between these. Do they do a transition into live with the players? When I guess they already knew which teams were going, but they didn't know the order of DRG Billy Billy. That's a cool building. Okay, I'm gonna skip through the song a little bit though, because it's not really doing much for me. Alright, hold on. That is sick. What the fuck is that? Is that a drone show? That's insane. Okay, we've gone back to just the song again. Let me. I'm looking for the unique content. Sorry. No disrespect, Mr. Singer, but can we find out where the teams are? Okay, here we go. This feels more like an outro. That's sick. Oh, and then it transitions back into the stage or something? I thought this video would be part of the ceremony. Oh yeah, they just go back to the stage with the players. Right. So that was just to kind of like hype it up. Let's fucking go, guys. You made it again. Shilai Gaming. What a sick moment for No Man as well, who's just come into this team after playing in EMEA for a while. They're like EMEA tier 2, tier 3 or something, and just comes in and immediately goes to champs. Come on, Raga, you fucking goat. Happy way. Happy way. You are going to be the best player at champs. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, and here they go. Fucking nuts for EDG. EDG takes China further. Has Kong been going to the gym? Maybe it's just the lighting, but he looks a bit bigger than he did before.
Alpha Neon. Ooh.
Alpha Neon on Sunset. Nice. Okay, we'll tune back into the EMEA game in just a second. Who is the second most popular team in China behind EDG? Is it Bilibili at this point? Is it Wolves? Okay, I'm gonna skip. Well, I'm not gonna skip because they're just about to do Bilibili as well. Are they gonna do something like even better for Bilibili? No, they do the same thing for Bilibili, but fair enough. Guys, get a bit of swag out there. You've just won in China. I want to see you fucking popping off. They're just 5 cute little guys. They're just like, oh yeah, we just won in China. Okay, I think the EMEA game's beginning. Not quite. Nearly though. Did they like hoist them on a podium or something? Last time they had a sick ass setup. Oh no, they just posed for a picture. Yeah, I mean that's cool as well. I think it was last year they put them on like. Yeah, last year they put them on like a big ass. I think it was last year. They put them on
from them,
like
the way
a
that they play both defense
huge.
and attack. That's where
I
they'll
don't even know what
start.
you call it. Like
For me,
huge
more than anything
raised
else,
dais,
it comes down
and
to this
then
pistol round, because
unveiled them
we know
all at
that this is
once,
an area that they
and
massively
the
struggle
aura
with
was astounding.
already.
I think it was a bit better last year than this one actually, but it's still cool. Still really cool.
The duelist towards a kayak, the duelist on B side.
On a big ass? Yeah, they came out. That's how they're going to reveal BBL, is going to champs.
Are caught in a trap. And that being said, Fnatic well aware of this. Postal though jumps up and gives himself away, as does Chronicle. And well, Alpha's reaction is to try and push forward, try and grab the weak arm of the push, but instead, no.
Also, a nice pistol, I think, to run against a team that does this as their perma, because it's like not standard.
Yeah, react to this.
Yeah, up mid through splitting to A. It's not like teams never do that, but it's definitely a more complicated thing to have a good defense against.
Like Kron looked like he was in the perfect position for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Pistol round starts with Giants. And this is the sort of start that they needed if this is to be a 2-0. Because the attack side went royally wrong for them in that Liquid game.
But they also, am I wrong? They didn't use a single piece of utility to try to stop them there. Or like snarl them up on the push. Did they have a neon stun? Did they have? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Boss has got a paranoia that short.
Previous games, the
Yeah,
last
they
time
used
that
it somewhere
in VCT, of course, was the
I'm
Toronto
not sure.
Grand Final.
Not sure.
But improvements have been made. It is their permaban, but at the
What do you
same
think about this
time,
comp?
quietly in the background,
Neon Yoru Cypher.
In general or for Fnatic?
that they could, ooh, okay,
Both.
show up here. Nice shot from Grubby.
In general,
I think like
fine.
this is still a map that you need to be very wary
For
of. Sure,
Fnatic,
Fnatic haven't shown it.
they
but
don't win when they play Neon.
like, what's the planning been in the background? What's the history like? Because I mean, at the end of the day, Fnatic have had really good showings, as said.
They're always
previously,
slow, even when
a
they run double
13-1
duelist, man.
Against Team Heritage.
I mean,
Yeah,
it will
yeah.
just
Send them to champs, Giants. Send them to champs.
Send them to champs. Send them to
Could have
champs.
been the face of something there, but
I don't want to see another
GiantX
moment of Fnatic until it's at champs.
confidently controlled second round to.
And I want to
multiple
believe that they're
opponents.
going to improve.
And I agree, this map
But
is always an interesting one, especially
I'm
for
struggling.
Fnatic.
I'm finding it hard.
Unique in the sense, and I said it before, it was added 3 days after the grand final of Champs 2023, so you headed into that long off season, building towards kickoff, and yeah, they just never really gravitated towards it. The few times that we did see it for them last year and in a Champs environment, both 13-11 losses, very closely fought, but just not quite having that extra 10%. So any official reps here heading towards the business end of the year for them are positive. But for GX, it is the perfect start.
And for what it's worth, I actually do like Fnatic's composition and how they want to play the map. There's a lot of nice...
jumping on me like that.
There's a lot of nice set pieces that they tend to bring out. That being said,
all right, immediate B split, trying to get Ara into a fighting market with a Bucky. I love the idea of just doing fast shit against Fnatic and seeing if they can react.
Ara at the forefront, Bucky in his hands this time.
Oh, he missed it. He beefed the
All
wall.
of the Neon hasn't quite cut across the sight line, but Kron playing from the opposite side of it means that he's not in a position to challenge right now. GX roaming into this site and mowing down Fnatic where they stand, put into an early grave.
And Fnatic trying to flood back in into the...
Oh, it might be a 13-0. It might be a 13-0.
Oh, please, please. I'll never have so many views. Please, Giant.
Fnatic know it. Do not want to step in, or there will be trouble bodyguarding the rest.
I was talking yesterday about how the first video that really blew up on my channel was... do you remember 100 Thieves getting 13-0'd against the guard?
The B site. The fact that Fnatic
No,
to
I don't.
Down, right? You see
Oh wait, yes I do. On
Ascent.
On Ascent, yes. I think they were trying to run a no duelist comp, weren't they?
Yeah, they were running...
Honestly, it wasn't even that bad of a
Whenever
comp.
anyone calls Chamber a duelist, I always say watch that game and tell me Chamber's a duelist.
Yeah.
Because when someone actually tries to run Chamber as a duelist, you see what happens.
Yeah, it was...
GiantX will get the third.
It was rough. I don't think it was the world's worst composition, but they didn't. They both picked a very difficult comp to run.
They thought Chamber was Jet, and they just had Asuna running through a choke point on his own.
Yeah, there is that level of directness that you have from them, but even the choice to go straight
Still remember it vividly.
for me, is crazy, right?
But yeah,
Because usually that's
this
an area that's guarded with
let it blow up.
Center utility, and here, two players who are the anchors on either side.
That had a lot of drama around it though as well, because I think Nadeshot immediately blew up the roster after that game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So that one, what you need is for Fnatic to announce a roster change before champs.
Wow, yeah, Fnatic bring back Durka.
We're gonna bring Kayak's burnt out at the moment, so we're bringing back Durka for champs. Holy shit, that would blow the internet up.
Moves in middle at the same time. Be looking with having Kron's cam and B main at the same time. Have plenty of information.
Can I get a count, by the way? I think I was a tad behind you.
3, 2,
yeah.
1.
Yeah. Keep counting, keep counting, keep counting.
58, 57, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
It's him
1.
exactly, but they know there's a player there.
It's a gear shift, the freeze from GX. And even with a couple of the rifles, the Fnatic players were able to recover there. Not too much trouble for GX to convert.
Hello?
For God's sake. My internet disconnected for like a moment and I didn't see the round.
Yes, I just saw the comment someone say, egg dead, eggs got nuked.
No, it's just that the hotel Wi-Fi kicks you off every like 6 hours or something.
And, yeah, perhaps just a bit of frustration there on the Fnatic side that, you know, we said before that they'd made the right reads and maybe hadn't fully committed to them here. It's a little bit more of the same and another early timeout.
I think when you go 4 in a row, you can expect that, right? Next round up, rifle round, where you can get immediate impact off the back of a timeout.
First ultimate of the game also coming into play, Flickless with the Rolling Thunder on GX. I mean, we've seen a real regression in terms of breach pick rate on this map in general. It was one of the first agents that we really saw, right? Just so key in taking the early A main space on the defender side specifically with the fault line. But when you have a stun on your Neon player as well, that's kind of what Fnatic have attempted to do in filling the gap here.
How is Fnatic going to play around the
breach
breach
ultimate? You want to be able to
ultimate?
just quickly release that.
I mean, these are complex situations for a team that doesn't play Sunset.
Mobility all the
like
same.
you need to bait it out, but you also need to not get caught by it. And you really want them to bait it out before post-plan.
I mean, you got Yoru. Yoru's decent at that.
5 players for GiantX looking to
So you could try and set up your Yoru somewhere, or you could just get blasted by it
as well.
Oh
yeah. Well, Boaster still got caught by it though.
Well, yeah, we got one. Well, Kayak got out.
Yeah.
Ready to go down.
strong positioning for GX. They like to get a little more aggressive and take the extra
Boasters
space
had
where
a nightmare
needed,
of a
but
game.
they can contain Fnatic from here. There's also a trap towards short, which will make
Apart
things
from those
even
couple of
more
rounds where he
difficult.
picked up the attack side op and was hitting some nice shots.
GiantX found a little gap to work with.
Feels like he's
as well
constantly
as
getting
Alfie
overwhelmed,
are
caught out in
supporting him.
rough positions.
An advantage in
Attack side
numbers
calling's
for Fnatic
struggling a
to
bit.
work with. On towards the spike they can possibly go, but Northwest side can deny, as well as Cloud. Up in a 1 versus 1 against Chronicle, and 1 bullet would be enough to wipe out the pole. GiantX holding out hope for a 5th, and Fnatic
Oh, he's
looking to
heard
try
a
and
footstep.
grab the first.
He knows he's
Time
off it.
ticking away. Chronicle
You fucked it up,
needs to
Cron.
get a move on, but Westside
Wow.
just crouched in the corner.
Well played by
Wins out the
Westside.
round
I
for
mean, there was
GiantX.
very little time there anyway for Cron
We
to play
do
with,
get
but
that big exchange between
yeah, he made a
two
footstep
of
after he
the
tapped.
top performing players on either side, but Westside
The
wins
13-0 lives on.
it in effect by doing
God, I hope.
absolutely nothing. The head on his shoulders more than capable of a reposition which left Chronicle with no options so late into the round. Retake attempt from Fnatic showed all the right signs in terms of the play off of one another. But already a player down in the early stages makes it that much more difficult to turn on its head.
Looks like it's Emid. It's going to be the stage for the next fight. Fnatic
Wow.
actually too slow to
Did they
try
all
and
get
get
caught by a
out
dart there?
of market. Allows themselves to get
They all got caught by an outlaw.
Kayak with a rifle in hand, playing from Petra.
Playing
Follow
from
this up as the
Petra.
footsteps fade away. Kayak closing in.
Oh, sees the head. Does a decent bit of damage, but takes loads himself. Towards B site they go. GiantX have the numbers to just overpower this site.
Arrow low HP, but the Outlaw has the cross.
And that it does. Poster, the player to do it.
I love
right
the
here.
boaster smokes. The boaster smokes are so goofy.
Oh.
And GX
Oh,
completely
and
wipe out any players left.
I've
in
always got a
market.
smile on my face when I see a
6
boster
rounds
sunk
in a
and smoke
row.
into
Yeah,
the
a
floor for them
Bilbo
to fight.
Baggins, boaster smoke.
Yeah, it's
Duo
really
as
funny.
well. In that situation where Fnatic had players closer to the site, good work from Kayak to kick things off. Even then, it just feels like right now, there is no savior, no hero for them. Because
Brom,
if you
brom,
look at the
brom.
score sheet when it comes back up, everyone is sat just below par, but there is no standout, no star, and maybe the system just not enabling it in terms of how the rounds have been played. Kayak finally bringing the off out, but Arrow's chasing down a completely different
Whoa,
lane.
where is this
Actually,
going?
fucking
Whoa,
of a
what
play.
the
Not even
hell?
looking. Grabinho's
Turning
so deep
Boaster's
behind
head
enemy
towards the
lanes.
Grabino ult while Ara
GX
just
have
fucking
so much space to work
speeds
with.
up.
It's that grubby double TP, the vintage move.
That's a
made so
crazy-
many
You have to
times.
TP
Kayak,
here,
the
no?
one player to get
Oh,
routed
you
out,
don't
and then
one
four
by
players
one
pushing
this
it.
guy.
He
What are
has a
you
TP
doing,
to
Giant?
get out if he really wants to use it, and that's exactly what he opts for.
Still winnable though.
Hunter's Fury fires its
Look
last
at the
Yeah.
HP of Alpha
allows
and
the spike to
Crashies.
go down.
They've got 18 health between
4
them.
versus 3 situation.
You
Fnatic
sneeze
back
on
in
them,
with
they
numbers,
die.
But the health pool is barren. This Phantom from Ara could cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, and it's the ultimate that actually pushes the players away, but Hara steps up at the right time. Kayak shouting exactly where the Neon player is going.
No,
Well, he's gonna be
my
able to
view!
Nice
get
try,
the
nice try,
Fnatic
nice
out
try.
of nowhere,
My
get
view!
a double kill and get the first round.
Kayak got way too much value that round with his op
Converting
in
their
elbow.
advantage, something that they had struggled to create in a lot of these rounds, but Kayak does
Let it
brilliantly well.
explode, Kron.
Getting out of dodge with the TP, Kron.
That would be an
moving one closer to the
amazing,
neural theft,
amazing way to lose.
for him diffusing. And yeah, it's just how quickly GX are beginning some of these rounds make it really difficult for Fnatic.
Grabinho trying to fight into spawn and then Flickless trying to fight into spawn and they both die.
Yeah, that was a-
It's also where you're seeing the value of Grubby when he wants to be so
that was a
quick, he
giant
knows that
throw.
the support is there.
Yeah.
Remember, this match has
I
implications
don't always hate
elsewhere.
it, but it didn't
BBL,
work.
watch on to see if it's going to be one of the first teams to be knocked
It's such a
out.
nice idea to open the round.
Liquid as well, of course. They
It's
will
a
also
cheesy
Heretic
one and done
qualify.
strat to pull out.
Heretics able to do so perhaps on their own terms.
Yeah.
They're running a lot of fast set plays against Fnatic here.
straight towards the B side.
There's barely been any defaulting. It's been just like barrier drop, we exit. We A split. We B split.
At least managing to take a time in, so Fnatic can take a moment, wait for Kayak to get into position. Spike
Ooh, the flank around the back. Nobody watching for it.
End up going
Is that gonna make? Wait. Oh, now they're fighting for CT. They think the flank is heavy.
Oh, Rabini's
Oh.
body.
Oh.
Put it on your
Oh.
mouth.
Kayak's there! Crashes as well!
How many bullets do you want?
Alpha gets the round win by walking down mid and breaking a trip.
Yeah, Flickless getting caught there. It feels frustrating,
yeah,
but
no.
you understand the rationale
No,
behind
sorry.
it. Thought there was a
But
little
even
more
so,
time
he-
on the smoke. Wanted to
How?
into this post plant towards Nova.
That's so funny.
Two
He
quick
keeps
shots
just
from
stutter
Kayak.
stepping
Completely
and
removed
trying to
chasing
catch
him around with
Yeah.
Swan.
Yeah.
Utter filth.
Comedic.
With that being said, it seems as if the Fnatic fans have found their voice as well. A bye not looking too great for the Spanish attack.
Ara is immediately into Ivy through
Another
short,
super
and
fast
Fnatic
round.
finds the shot on the reveal,
Sending the
crashes
ult
through the
in a
side of the
5v5
Raven box.
eco.
Kayak still playing a little bit deeper here. Move made by Alpha in the meantime.
Kayak's
but it is
farming.
all Kayak in these rounds. He plays best when you push him. And as the op back from the line, has to be a little cautious.
Oh, that's a
Expose himself.
triple
He's
breach
whips
ult.
around the corner with the rolling thunder thrown back in. GX again forcing the issue. But are they buying themselves time in the process?
Are they trying to force it too much? That's the
God,
question.
Alpha is
Are they
gonna
leaving
destroy them
themselves
with this
a little bit
ultimate.
Underpowered. I mean, on the site, it's just falling
Why
apart.
is
This
Giants
clears everyone out.
literally just break any trip to them and they will think the whole team is on the flank?
Yeah. Their protocol's so weird, isn't it? As soon as that trip gets broken, they're like, we must fight forwards with all of our team.
Yeah, we have to fight spawn now.
I remember actually it was back
Surely it can't just be one guy.
in 2022. We met up with him at the Fnatic Cafe with everyone else, and the one question we asked was, what's the one agent that you want?
Couple of
playing
good rounds there
And
from
he always
Fnatic.
said, I want the neon. Back even when Dirk
Good
was
value
back
from
at the side,
Kayak's
he wanted
op.
to give it a
Alpha
go.
getting active.
And in this
Holding the
1-2 punch, this left
aggro
right
pushes
good night
quite
from
well.
him and Kayak, it's starting to respond, and that's a problem. GX, their first time out, and coming much earlier than it did on Lotus.
No, it did. And for Pipson,
Giants have only seen
Cameron,
Paper X
what
play
we've
this
seen
map.
them
Yeah,
through, I
that's
mean,
what it
the fact
feels
that they're
like.
ahead,
Yeah.
It's about capitalising on this advantage that they currently have. But it's also allowing a chance for Milan to review how things have been going. Sure, the past 3 rounds have been successful. There's always the possibility that this can still
When
end up in
Fnatic
a
used to
9-3
play this
cap.
map quite a lot, one of the things they would do is to shock dart break the trip at the start of the round and then fast flank in retakes on
What that
A.
adaptation looks like on
crazy.
GX on the opposite side, how
So
they
maybe
want to
Giants are
approach
just
this, what
thinking
they're
about
expecting. Because for the most part,
Months ago,
we've seen
the last
Chronicle
time they
playing
saw
his setup on
Fnatic,
B,
in a
and
completely
the
different
question is, do you
comp.
want to then maybe double layer it, see if GX can get
Sunset
caught
is the
that
only
way?
map where Breach has a positive win rate.
Speaking of the Breach, seems to have a favourable win rate against a non-mirror.
Well, there you
So
go.
when Breach isn't in
I mean,
play,
that's definitely
Don't
what
play
it
Breach.
feels like.
this is the case
Yeah,
on
just
Fnatic's
don't play
side. And
Breach.
yeah, that is what we get. It's the Cypher util more towards B, but slotting into main.
But the duelists looking to make their approach, be aggressive, and getting value off the back of it. This is big information for the defense.
Such an early clear. The question being,
If Alpha breaks this trip, they're going to lose their minds.
The trap does. It's broken now. and
Yeah, no.
Chronicle's
Well,
just
I mean, at least this time we are
doesn't
kind of
want
already
to
there.
Overstay his welcome and fight it.
Alpha's
but
going to get
Westside
back in a
finds it
position to,
regardless. Now
oh, we
Alpha,
got caught by the
little more
recon.
trouble.
Yeah, and
But safety to be found in main.
And that's the big point, right? Now
Alpha and
Fnatic
Kayak
have a
together in
little
B
bit of
main,
space
though.
to work with. GiantX get the
It
back
does
in
make
sight,
the map
that's where
really
spike's
weird.
gonna go down, but Fnatic
Like,
getting
it felt
the
like
approach
Giants
from
were the
there.
one
They
that was going to make
countered
Fnatic
it.
do
Big job.
weird shit this game.
It's only going to get one.
And now the shoe's on the other foot.
Looks like about the status quo in that situation as Fnatic is still
They
floating
keep pushing
around
Giants
this
into weird
patch of land
territory.
they've been able to recover on the B site. Alpha flashed in by
What a
Kayak,
shot.
but takes a second step, a second guess. Kayak needing the shot, missing, still surviving.
How did they let
I think in your internet downage, you went back in time.
It should
Oh,
confirm
really?
1976.
he
Oh,
is
fucking
walking
hell.
away
Well, I
from
can't catch
this
up with
round
you.
Empty-handed. GX
You'll have to pause for me if you don't mind.
Getting themselves back on track post timeout.
I don't mind. It's better than me watching something and 10 seconds later you going, oh, what a shot!
All right.
Fnatic did have the economy
7,
to give
6,
that one a go,
5, 4.
Looking at West.
It's also an op though, so I think you're just happy to save that residual at this point in time. In terms of the macro though from Fnatic and how they're setting up players on the map, it does look like an improvement, knowing where their wing
39,
conditions lie.
38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32,
what?
31, 30.
Huge in changing the dynamic of the round.
Keep counting.
39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. I couldn't resist a little troll. A little troll. Just a sprinkle. Just a sprinkle.
I was gonna say, there's no fucking way.
That's a big swing round.
But look at the quick reposition from Alpha though. He's immediately on the line from market, looking down to tiles, and that's where Fnatic now want to make further
that annoys me that I know you enjoyed that. That annoys. I can see it. Oh, guys, I did a funny thing.
That's RGX. They've left behind West Side in mid.
I just enjoy the note of confusion in your voice. Wait, what? Huh? What?
On Chronicle's right-hand side, where Arrow will be looking to very quickly run through his own fast lane, you expect.
That's not. I mean, that is literally Jimmy Carr. That I've never laughed like that in my fucking life.
How you laugh? It's how you laugh.
That's not how I laugh.
They go through Alpha.
How's he missed the wall again?
And Ara changing his approach, but Kron doesn't look.
Hello?
Did Chronicle just assumed that Alpha was holding his back? And he was not at all. No comms, no protocols. Simply leaving each other out to dry.
West Side is condemned in his position here, but only if Fnatic can clear him out.
Big F, because he's doing so well to just hide away from Kayak's Vandal. Crashy's now called in to support. They need to try and find this Cypher, but they're taking their time doing it. And that's going to play into a GiantX favour. So long.
We've wasted the whole fucking round looking for one man.
That's a good stun as well.
And with that being
gonna
said,
run out of time here. You just gotta save.
This looks like this is a failed attempt. Fnatic throw in the white tilt, and GiantX will hit 8.
Yeah, it's all wrapped up. Kayak wants to give it one more go, but will lose the rifle for his efforts. Alpha's still holding on to the op out of range.
Moments like that, you can really tell that Fnatic haven't played Sunset very much.
Secured on the attack for GX. They've come out of the
I was just allowed to walk up and completely
on site is fantastic, but there's just no one looking
flank
for
Chronicle.
it. Chronicle stumped in that position. So
You have to
quickly
leave
able
if
to
you
pull
don't have
the wall
somebody
over
watching
their
both
eyes.
sides there.
It's just lightning fast how these
Or at
rounds
least a cage.
are changing completely when it felt like Fnatic had the right setup at the start.
Edmay, thank you for the 78 months. And Pie Sliced Ham, thank you for the 35 months. Addy on Deck, thank you for the 6 months as well. Thank you very much.
Someone just brought up a good point in my chat. The difference between G2 finally playing Sunset versus Fnatic playing Sunset
Double kill
is remarkable.
G2 had this like reputation as being a slow-paced team who was really boring and shit. There was some truth to that, but it's nowhere near as bad as Fnatic. Like, they've taken it to another fucking level. G2 have whimsy, energy, cool, interesting comps.
Oh, I think people,
Baby
with the
Bay
Baby Bay storyline, I think people have come around on G2.
I agree, but even if they were playing with Leaf, even if Leaf comes back in, EMEA is taking stuff, not even just EMEA. I'm not going to tar every team with the same brush. It's just Fnatic. They're criminal.
Yeah, but Giants are playing pretty fast, too.
Yeah, exactly. EMEA as a whole is not that slow.
I love this 2v5. Let's just...
Oh, there's no way the guy's lit up by a dart. And Boaster can't kill him. He's still just trying to get the duel through the box and dies to Cloud.
One less
Oh,
flash than what you would
God.
want, but hey, 4 players coming up to him.
All good though. All good.
Basically gonna have to just
They're gonna get an
hope for the
8-4 half.
best.
They're gonna win pistol. They're gonna win bonus, and they're gonna win the map.
Pauses on the trigger. Flickless first. 2! 3 in the end. But Fnatic reaching their 4th at long last. It took a while to find
All
the
good.
Oh,
antidote
that
to
would have been so
All
funny.
good.
GX's
All good.
aggression. But that's exactly what the doctor ordered. A foundation for this attack as the side swap will come
Yeah, I
through.
can feel a bullshit comeback
Just about
happening
hitting
here.
the baseline.
Fnatic by themselves.
Actually, no, I
to move
can't. Fnatic are
into
going
the
onto the
second
attack
half.
side. No,
GiantX, though,
it's
could
over.
finish this
It's over.
out on 2. If they're able to have a successful defense, we'll find that out though after the break.
Didn't you have one of them yesterday where you said something and instantly got punished for it?
Body knows.
Oh yeah. What? In the Carmine Cup game? For sure I did. I was talking about... what was it?
Designed to win.
I was like, oh, they've got no chance in this round. And then I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe,
the
I believe. And then they
instant
just all got wiped out instantly.
That was very funny, yeah. Kuro top mid.
Fnatic staring at the bleak possibility of an early exit here by their standards as GX are gearing up for a 2-0, and the face of this resistance, of this revision of the roster, is Cloud, the one who has stuck through it all since the last time we saw them at a Champions event, and having replaced Redgar as the in-game leader at the second stage of last year. The story with him was transitioning from a star player to someone who can call and become a leader, and I think that's where he's really excelled. Even the stats, I think, not necessarily too bad, right, for an in-game leader, not doing him a disservice. Done a pretty good job so far, and I don't think with this team the issue was ever the overall calling, just those small moments where things can go wrong, and Fnatic are hoping there's plenty more of those on the horizon if this series is to find its way to Corrode.
We are a long way away from Corrode at the minute though, as Fnatic begin their attack towards the B side. 4 players strong, Chronicle left as the back line. Ready to hit in. Straight away, this is probably the fastest we've ever seen Fnatic actually go for an
Holy
execute.
shit,
This
120
guy
on the
goes to
clock,
backside.
and they get punished.
Wow.
Both duelists dead immediately.
Every
Oh no.
combatant in their
Well,
area.
I said they should never run fast hits.
Spike can go trap
That's not true at all.
Because the trap wasn't broken at the very start.
Revisionist
Fnatic got a little bit of space, but
Rudolph,
Fnatic wanna find
the
a
hindsight
duel.
Harry.
They need to find picks as well. They need to find
You pulled
some
out a hindsight
semblance
Harry on
of
broadcast.
safety.
I did
Oh,
actually, yeah.
Oh no.
Unless Boaster's able to do it, there's also a flank and players
Nah, go
forced
on.
out of
Get him
position.
gone.
But it'll have to be the captain, the leader.
Get
of
him
Fnatic
gone,
to do it.
Giants. Get
But
him
he
gone.
won't. GX
Get them gone.
almost confirming
Well,
double
send them
digits.
to champs.
A lot of
Send
rounds
them
see
to
Ruby
Giants.
floating around outside A, and he closes the
Without
net
coping,
there
do you
in
think
the end.
Fnatic is saving
GX
strats,
were
or is
ready
this
for
their
the
best at the
B-pop
moment?
with the util that they had in place.
I mean,
The slight
Sunset
missed
is
shot.
not necessarily their
Able to
best
take it off,
because
and yeah, I think
this
that
has been their
ultimately makes the
permaban.
difference. They lose Alpha early
But
at the
I
start.
think if you
Helps
take the
consolidate
whole
his
of their
backside
game
control.
against BBL, and
Point on,
at the
GX
very least map 1 in this
Pistons
on
out
Lotus,
now,
yeah,
that's
and the whole
2 for
game
2
against
on this
KC,
map, where
like,
they only picked up
they're
one
not that
in
much
the
better than
entirety
this,
of the series
even when they're
against
playing on
Liquid
maps that
one
they're
from
good at the
6.
moment.
Yeah.
So,
It's not
no,
looking
they're not
good
saving
whatsoever.
strats.
It's Fleckless though. Makes it look
Yeah,
easy.
they're just kind of bad.
Alpha trying to slide his
Yeah.
way. He'll be sliding back to spawn as he continues on his sheriff rampage. And the
I'm
spike
sure they'll
stop
lock in a bit more
so
on
deep
champs
towards
in terms
Ivy.
of like, you know, really bringing the energy and trying to mentally get into the games a bit more. But I don't know what. I think more of the difference will be made in terms of the prep and the scrims between now and then. Yeah, they've got 3 weeks, not even. More like 2.5 weeks.
Many rounds left to play with here for Fnatic. They've got to figure out what the end game
2.5 weeks to try to fix up
one step at a time to build themselves back
at least 3 maps in their pool.
Yeah.
That's very difficult.
It would be
Maybe they can get away with only working on 2 maps for group stage, and they could try to like work on one as they go.
Still so much to get done.
Some of it depends on how good they are on Abyss as well. Because if their Abyss is already good, they might get away with it. But I don't think their Abyss was good in the past, was it?
No, it was pretty rough to begin with. It got a bit better towards the end, but
I can't remember much of it. What did they run? What were they doing?
Well, what last year? Last year they were running some
no resistance from Fnatic there.
wild stuff, weren't they? Were they running something very? Were they running Sage at one point?
Were they?
To start closing out.
I make that up.
I can't remember.
And a strong bonus round to come up.
They're saying Alpha Tejo. Yeah, they did play Alpha Tejo. But then they swapped off that, I think. I don't think they ran Alpha Tejo the whole time.
Probably since that Team Liquid game, you could say. Sure, there's been problems here or there, but they have been, all their weaknesses have been identified through this stage 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Get cleaned up with the
I mean, they could just run like their Ascent composition idea.
Holy shit.
Where you run the Yoru chamber. But that comp was starting to go out of... That comp really was starting to go out of date on Abyss, because there weren't enough spots to play the chamber. So it was easy to anti.
Hasn't chamber been buffed since? Twice?
Not in terms of where you can stand.
It did from last year.
Did it?
Sure, yeah. Didn't it get bigger in the off-season? Am I making that up?
Kashi's identifies the
I'm
flank
not
as
sure.
well, at least. So Fnatic have a good picture of how this round looks, but
they're about to lose on the bonus as well.
That spike's not allowed to be planted.
Still fighting, still on the front lines.
Ara just wait. Oh, Ara didn't wait for Cloud. I mean, that's a great shot from Boaster. That really is.
Yeah, it is.
He hasn't had a great game so far, but that's a great shot.
Is smoke placed? Inside it, stepping out, but Grubby catches him.
Tries to take a timing to win the round.
Does have one shot, but it's the info dart that's important, and that comes up in 5 seconds.
It's gonna be tough against the Grubino smoke.
He's got the recon and the nice ping.
It's the shock first to just create a little bit of damage on the area of effect, and the recon to follow it up.
Oh, they broke it instantly.
Panic setting in for Crashies. The peak has to come.
Oh wow, that's amazing. He fake spams to bait them into counter spamming and then swings. Oh, that is so nice from Crashies. Every part of that was good. Every part of that. Pinging before the smoke comes up. Shock, recon, and then baiting them into counter spam. Oh, that is lovely.
That's next level. You talk about him.
That's the one, lifeline. Lifeline from Austin Roberts.
And so,
I mean, that money's atrocious if they lose this one, though. They got 3 Guardians.
Who has stepped up.
Fnatic queuing up outside of A main. Grubby with a paranoia to try and disengage, but there's players getting interested. Grubby the most, as he finds Alpha here.
Fnatic still trying to fight this though, and Kayak has got one back. Now, need to escalate things a little bit. We'll drop back to site and focus on short for GX.
It's only the 3
Double? Okay.
Down low, and he's the one that actually gets the
my god.
Opens up this A site. Spike can go down.
They're starting to believe.
Have to come from that B site.
About the timing, Cage giving away the audio.
Kayak and
All right.
finish it out.
That's a nice round. Gets their economy settled a little bit.
With 6 rounds now, difference
Yeah.
of 4, wind in their sails.
They got
Be
the
an
fight
eco for Giant.
back into A.
And off the back of that
Raise
clutch,
your
looking
hand
to
if you
course
agree
correct.
Boaster equals best IGL.
Now put in position of power.
Of all
Is your
time,
hand raised? I can't see you.
Ushered
I mean,
onwards by those in the audience.
I'm pondering, but yeah, I feel
GX
like
gonna
it
be on
has
a
to be
low buy,
raised
and
even
all
though
of a
he's in
sudden,
a slump
this
at the
gap
moment.
looks to only be a couple of rounds when
I'll
you
raise
think
my
Give
about
him that
investments.
historical buff.
Yeah, I'll raise
That's
my
the big
hand.
aspect to it, right? That gap now starts to get a little bit easier to try and close. For every rifle round you win, it goes back to a thrifty.
See, unlike you, I'm not like I'm not someone who just lives purely on nostalgia, and that
Okay,
perhaps
so who's
is
the
why I
best
don't vote
IGL?
the same way as you.
Who's the best IGL?
But Fnatic have met
Right now,
some resistance on the B on the A side, so they're going to
give
try
it to
and
my
move
boy.
elsewhere.
Valen.
Although GX do love to go for their
Yeah,
set
I
pieces
mean,
on defense, so
It's a reasonable
perhaps
He's also-
save the little
he's
later
also
on here. It's just
individually playing well too.
something.
He is,
Cloud
yeah.
already getting one with the sheriff, but
He's been
I am
farming in
quick
their
to
recent
close the
games.
gap.
The last 3 remaining players.
Yeah, Valen's
nowhere
great.
near the B circumference, right? They tried to make their way through market, but Boaster up to the task.
Fnatic getting over the hump in some style. It all comes from crashes, finding that clutch, that double. It's a little bit more confidence, an individual taking their chance in the limelight, leading the headlines, and GX on the other side of the server fading away in the stage of the game where they can eliminate one of the previous stage's grand finalists, hell, a Toronto grand finalist.
And where have we seen this before? Right?
Alpha attack upping.
That's the point. It gets to crunch time. GiantX seems to be fading away.
Are they just gonna
One
try to
round
walk
away
up
from
A
winning out against Team Liquid?
with
And the
Alpha
Heretics
holding
game
the
even
right
from
side?
The previous stage, you think in the groups and how that one looked.
Well, they have to leave immediately because of the stun.
That
Oh,
piece
stun
from the playbook we
into
were
the
talking about, it's the Hunter's
Silver
Fury in
ult.
and Fnatic caught sleeping
They're not
into it.
expecting the
Comes
op.
back
They
in effect,
double push the op.
3-on-3, huge duel, Grubby caught in
Nice
middle,
swing
but
from
West
West
side to support.
Yeah, you had to save Grabini on there.
When out, they're trying to
Why
rush towards the A
Carino
side.
ran away from
Look
them?
at Cloud in towards Elbow. And that's what Fnatic need to find. That IGL, and he's hiding.
Oh,
He's able to survive just a bit
Kayak
longer.
pause is
Thinking
just
about
there.
dropping back down to the drone. Fnatic still fighting as it comes on to
Wow,
Oh,
West
West
side.
Flame,
Wow.
cleans it up.
Those
Lean.
shots.
Comfortable
Those
enough
shots.
in the end. Just 2 away now, GX.
He's got it. He's got
Familiarity
it
to
going
finding
on.
themselves in these sorts of positions, but if you're to go from Dark Horse to Champions Contender, it's in moments like these, and it's a brilliant call.
Substance player, thank you for the 23 months. No way Giants win this, right? That would be the bracket card.
Fnatic
Oh,
now
they absolutely are going to
Look
win
bring
this.
out their
They are
timeout,
definitely
the
winning
last
this.
of this map, and perhaps the last of this series, considering what GiantX have been able to do. They do have a buy in the next round. They do have ultimates to use, so there is perhaps contingencies being thought up for the attack.
There have been points in the game where it's felt like momentum has sat with Fnatic, but
Honestly, I think Boaster needs to
still,
go for
the bigger
Fnatic to
picture is
contend properly
they've been on
again.
the ropes
I think that's a bad
majority of
take.
the time.
I think that is a bad take.
taking a wider look
Because the
at
thing is,
series.
they've only just slumped for the
And now,
first time the whole
this has
year.
to be the
Oh, well,
watershed
not the whole
moment
year,
if
because
they're
they
gonna
weren't
keep
that great at
themselves
the
in it.
beginning of the year.
Otherwise,
But
it's GX all the way to the
the
bank
peak that they hit
to
in the
a
middle of
lower
this year
bracket semi-final
was super good.
potentially. Stop
Um,
further qualifications from taking place
Boaster's
today. I'm
calling
sure
still
members in the
seems
audience won't be too
like
happy about that one.
he could
Those liquid
get
or
back to
BBL
that level.
inclined,
It doesn't
but
feel like
Fnatic
he's had
have
a
the tools,
sustained period
and
of
that is what
slumping
they'll
to the
be
point
looking
where
at
you should give up on
building
his
with here.
calling.
4 ults,
They definitely need to improve it from where they're
flies
at
in the
right
face
now,
of
though, where they're
Ruthless
just
soul
kind of
rolling
rough on a
thunder.
lot of the maps and very slow pace.
Because the
But also,
investments
Boaster
made
does
in
a
the
shit
previous
ton of work for this team outside of the server. Like, from all the stories that I've heard, he's one of the most hardworking players out there. He's like an emotional team leader, a strategic team leader, and helps the coaches in terms of like finding new theory, lineups, concepts.
It's a huge opening peak. Forces Fnatic to reconsider perhaps what that initial call might have been coming out of the 60-second intermission. They've left Kron towards B.
Yeah, and he's got a really
Cypher's
large
they've
fan
rarely
base as well,
attempted in the
because
round
he's
to
extremely
exceed
like
It's
personable.
all been about this Age-All, and that's why we've seen the shift of the setup.
He
from
really does it
Westside
all
in
except for the
anticipation
fragging
of another push
part.
here, which is
Like
looking all
in
the more likely.
the whole of his career, if you had like him as an
scariest part for me
Umumusume
is Boaster has
and
his
you were
ult and
maxing
the
him
spike,
out,
so if we're
he's
talking
got
Fnatic
everything
running a
other
clock
than
down
the
here, it could get
speed,
very messy.
I guess.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. We saw something
Like he's got the
similar on
guts, he's got the
Haven
wit,
other day
he's
as
got the
well
charisma.
from Fnatic. It seems if we are going to
He's got the stamina.
time indeed as we are in towards the last 35 seconds.
He just doesn't
Kaya
run quite as fast as the other
identifying
horses.
Every single one, and Boaster tapping the spike. Kaya getting the spam, bringing us somewhat into an equilibrium. Hunter's Fury invested as well. Fnatic still slow rolling the round, and Crashes even getting the advantage.
And then immediate retake before it even comes down, 15 seconds. Oh, they didn't clear Boaster off top. He's the one with the spike. Aftershock. He tanks it in order to get the plant.
Wow, he just got it down. Holy
That's
shit.
fucking wild.
Is where it settles with both Fnatic.
I can't believe how often they get away with these low time moments. Against Breach Ult and Aftershock. How have they done that?
It's not flash in pocket, but there is two.
Oh, I feel like Crashy's flank here has just cooked him.
Plus flash in. Flickless identifies Kaya.
Oh, he's thinking
gets the
about.
kill.
Oh, he's not
A
thinking
one
about it. He's
versus
thinking
one
about elbow.
to push GX on
Man, that's a
towards
nice
that
flank from
point.
Crashies, but that makes me
It
so
seems to
annoyed
be
that Fnatic
player
won that
clutched
round.
up before. Crashes that wins for Fnatic.
Just keeps them going. And as we said, coming back to internationals, being on the big stage for the first time in a couple of years, even domestically, you're seeing the best of him. This ult's so important in giving a release to set Fnatic up, and even the aftershock there makes the swing a little difficult. Can't deny the spike. Song? So everything is all right.
I don't want to lose. We don't want to lose.
One round at a time. That's all it takes.
It's a good song. Showcases where the Fnatic mentality is at.
The kill he was looking for, the angle either. Fnatic were already making their moves through mid.
He's going to take this fight, you know it. Kron, angle, he sprays away.
This is just
finds
playing
nothing.
Cloud in.
Oh no.
Side with Cloud's Bucky.
Oh, he gets a double kill.
From the newsstand.
That might be
He
it.
delivers
That
them.
might be the round that Giants need.
The thought that GX might just be in it to win it here unless they can turn it around and it's Crashes
Good
again.
paranoia when
If there's
Flickless
any
wasn't
team
there in
try
time
and
to
turn
cover the
around,
other
it would
side.
be Fnatic, but their position
Oh,
towards
Boaster
CT,
making the
and
play.
GiantX are circling the side.
They've heard his teleport though, haven't they?
His own smoke.
They pinged the
The only
smoke.
one on the other side here. The remaining players towards market and main. This is the one avenue that Fnatic can look to force the issue, and when they do,
Kayak's
it's
trying to
Ruby
bait for him.
catch the
Ah, but
coattails
he's the only
on the
player
back
left
line.
alive.
This defender's
Boaster
side
was
for
supposed to be the
GiantX
playmaker,
has
and
12
everyone
rounds.
collapses
Well,
around him.
GiantX.
We said that Fnatic were on the ropes, but even
What about
when
it?
You see those signs that they might
Are
be
about to
coming
win.
back into the game. Reality quickly hits you in the face
They're about to
again.
win. That's all.
When you're a 5'12" guy like you, I guess
Boaster was
all
singing
sex is
about how he
giant
doesn't
sex.
want to lose, but he might not have any other option.
I mean,
GiantX have
if we do
ideas
meet in
about
Paris,
making it
the
to
first
chance
thing I'm
about
gonna do
making it all
is
the way
tower
through
over
this
you,
lower
look down.
bracket
Well, I'm gonna
round.
wonder where you
When
are.
look at
I'm not gonna be able to see you.
35, It's not looking complimentary at all. It's not looking to give any of the Fnatic fans
You're gonna have to
hope.
crane your neck.
Maybe Alfie's overdrive.
Deep breath.
And it seems as if there's a set play on A main for the defense.
TMV turns up to meet me and he's like, holy fuck, is that a second
Run
Eiffel
to the
Tower?
Wolves, but with their backs against the wall, so many times we've seen them in that position. I don't think any fake out is safe in 2025, so dealt with early doors.
Here.
Chronicle embedding himself just to the side of top mid.
Okay, can they put enough pressure on A to give Chronicle the timing through mid?
Fnatic are really waiting for that GX proactivity. You're expecting something to happen. and
This was something that
coming
Fnatic
forward
used to be
and
really
outrun
good
B
at,
main.
was creating these lurk timings
Simplest
up
of
through top
defaults.
mid. There's a
One player
smoke to
towards
threaten
either
it.
Extremity and 3 in mid.
Aftershock cancels
will
the
get
drone from
Intelligence
Crashies.
thrown in their face, but
And
nothing
now
in terms
you've
of engagements just yet.
Probably not got that
Aftershock
opportunity.
breaks
You've
their own
probably
trap
got to
wire
end
as
in a B
Chronicle was
split.
just searching to see if there was one place top mid, but Cypher utility is on the B site. A cam now placed by Westside as well, and numbers continuing to congregate on this left-hand side, but Fnatic willing to play.
Yeah, you might
into
look
it.
taller than me in
It
pictures
seems
because you've got
too
hair.
much ground to be covered
I'd just
on
like
A.
to say early on
This
that
is
that
the
doesn't count.
execution,
As
and
if I've got like a
GiantX
fucking massive
are
fro
waiting
on my
with the
head.
guillotine
No, but
to
like,
pull the rope off
you've got at
Fnatic's head.
least an extra couple centimeters from your
Westside
hair.
setup is ready, primed.
Yeah, and I do in general height as well.
No, that's not true. Well, maybe it is. I don't think it is, though. You give short energy.
You've said this multiple times,
GiantX is disconnected.
and you're just wrong.
In with seconds to
I don't
spare,
give
GX
short
still
energy.
gonna give
You
this
do
a
give
go,
short.
though.
You're an angry man.
From CT, Grubby,
Why does that give
market.
short energy?
Because
You're
you're
all
like.
the short men out
Time
there.
to
You're just
clear
making them
the
seem.
angles, make sure not to get caught off
You're-
guard, and
Seem
when
like
they
bad
do make
people.
their approach,
Well, you're just
Fnatic
raging
out.
against the
The
unfairness
battle
of your
being
bad
seen by
genetics.
Flicksless, he's trying to grab, crashes, and even nearly gets a headshot. In fact, does. Players are low here. This is doable for Flickless, but with the time ticking away, you can't help but feel this is all but a Fnatic round. You're just waiting for the confirmation.
Another wild Fnatic
and
round.
there it is.
They really are
Within three.
gripping on with this
They're
one.
clinging on. They're gripping
Yeah.
on.
The blade ready,
They're gonna lose
but
this.
it doesn't drop on the head.
Yes,
of
I
our
think
kings
so,
of
but
EMEA. There will be
they're
no
making a game out of
regicide
it.
just yet. 3 rounds between them and 3 more opportunities for Fnatic. GX still have one more timeout, I believe, but confidence in the calls. Pipson stressed it. This won't be a huge opportunity for them to break the balance. You're expecting Fnatic to take 10. Bearing a Westside miracle.
We've seen it before. Do not count them out. Kayak.
Why is my duelist with the rifle the third guy in on that?
So with that being said, GiantX win the B main fight, keep that control for themselves.
I mean, they
and
just
also
cleared
get
them
an
out
orb
anyway, though.
And push
Ara's
Fnatic
coming around to pick up the
mid,
top mid
where
timing.
Kron is extremely deep.
Fnatic find something that works for them on the attack. They like to work that space continually. It's why you're seeing Chronicle sat in the same position he was.
I mean, they've got a nice setup here if it is a B split ending, and if it's an A split ending, they still have 2 players there anchoring. It still looks a little difficult here for Fnatic to get through. All right, well, not so much anymore.
And with Flickless removed, it is the B split we were anticipating.
There's a timing for the players in top mid,
no!
but
Oh
Monster
my
wins it
god,
out.
no way.
Fnatic in prime position to win this round.
No way, man. No way.
Needs another, but it blazes over the head of
Oh,
Kayak. And Fnatic have just about squeezed between the goalposts on this one. Boaster is going to fall, and Grubby will continue to ply his trade in main, but it's not going to
oh, Kayak has an ultimate.
As easy as it can be at times to dunk on Boaster. He's had a couple of rounds now where he's finding impactful kills to keep Fnatic afloat. You also have to say the same for Kayak. They rely on his entries the same way as the GX did with Ara, and now having the dimensional drift online, it's such a big piece in these final couple rounds.
Something that Fnatic have not been able to do at all is unlock this A main position. Grubby has done well to hold on, and he's got support in the breach of Flickless and the neon of Ara. The fake out being used to
That's a lot of utility
take this
expended
B
over
side,
towards
and
A.
it's a very
At least they
quick
didn't use
read to
paranoia.
Try and bolster the B side.
It's been completely
Most of it was
conditioned at
refreshable.
this point in time. and
Stun, recon.
with the knowledge that GX do have that Hunter's Fury piece, they like to try and rip into this same space. There's some mutual respect shown on either side to
There's just
any
no
kind of early challenge
there's
in
no
garage.
indication that they want to do
Fnatic are doing
anything quick
very
with the
well
Yoru
to
ult, man.
take control
It's
of B
just,
main as the
it's
round
painful
drags
to
on.
watch. It's painful. I
why
was
they'll
like,
look to
oh,
plant their
they
feet.
baited out the stun and the recon over towards A. Maybe this is a good timing then in the next 40 seconds to use the ultimate. Nope.
Flickless and Ara.
Just fucking nope. We'll let Flickless and Cloud get their initiator util back, actually.
Positions. They don't really want to.
And
take
now
control
we'll
of
ult.
top mid. They're allowing Fnatic to scale off the back of it. Ara
good stun.
forced back.
Good
Cloud
swing
there
from
to
Cloud.
support.
Good cover from
He's
that
found
as
the
well.
neon, and the players on site. Kayak gets an equilibrium. Gets
Wow, what a
something
trade
back.
from Westside, just
Chaos
taking
on
the fight to
side.
Kayak.
And Spike still to go down.
You know, the last two are stuck in that smoke. They are just trapped in the smoke.
GG.
This is it.
Has to be Chronicle now. A 1 versus 3.
Well, thank
you. GG.
And it'll be GiantX.
I feel a lot of catharsis as a Carmen Corp fan watching Fnatic lose. I just wish it could have been yesterday.
They seen this result coming into the playoffs, but with Fnatic having established themselves in champs, experiments were made and lessons learned, hopefully, for them. The Kings of EMEA have been toppled, and if they want to find themselves in first place for the first time at the end of the
When
year,
was the last time
and it does rely
they
on
didn't
those
win
improvements
in
taking
EMEA?
place.
Was it 2023?
When was the last time what?
They didn't win in EMEA. Like stage 1 or stage 2. Am I?
They won
because
stage 1.
They won both in
Yeah.
2024, didn't they? And they won stage
Yeah, I
1 in
think so.
25.
So with that being said, perhaps
Kickoff.
other
Yeah,
teams
I think of kickoff as being a little bit different, but yeah.
We'll have to wait a bit
First time in
longer.
partnership they haven't finished even in the top 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Just on the
Getting
stages.
the kind of respect you
Where did they
expect
come?
from
2024
Fnatic, the audience
kickoff,
paying
they
their dues,
didn't
but
make it because it was
GX, the ones
Casey
that
and
we hold in high
Heretics.
regard after today.
25? Where did they finish in
So
kickoff
many
this
times
year?
we saw them get into a similar position to what we saw and not be able to do anything with it, but they'll take it
I
over
don't
line
know.
2-0.
I can't remember.
GX can finally stand on the shoulders of the giants that walked before them. The team that made it in
I know they didn't make
2023
Bangkok,
looking
but
much
like
different
only
to
the top
this
2
one.
teams did, so that doesn't tell me much.
But
They
that
finished in
dream's
5th,
still
6th.
alive for the
Right,
time
so they
being,
were like pretty far
and on
off.
their own terms and conditions.
Huh.
I mean,
So this is
still, though,
now
they'll have to win
pretty conclusively the worst
two more
domestic
games to
year
make it to
they've
that grand
had
final and confirm themselves
in EMEA.
a spot and champs.
I wasn't really thinking
yeah,
about
you've got to
that from Fnatic's
play
POV.
against some of the best. Team
They still
Heretics
won stage 1.
playing next against
Yeah, they still won
RB,
stage 1, but it's still the worst year that
and
they've had.
whoever drops out of that upper bracket between BBL and Team Liquid, so still a lot.
Well, I
of
guess
other
that
to be
depends on how
played.
you
And it
look at
means that
2023,
whatever
but they had an
happens coming into our
undefeated
finals
regular
weekend,
season and
there
then
will
lost in
be
the grand
drama.
finals. I would
None of
consider that
down
better
on
than
the
this
stage.
year,
We've got an
but
interview.
maybe some
Flickless
people
standing
wouldn't.
by with Yinsu.
That is right. I'm joined by Flickless from GiantX. Massive congratulations on your victory. You started your Tier 1 journey playing against Fnatic. You know, you probably should have won that game as well. So how does it feel to finalize how good you guys right now are by beating them?
I mean, it's like a full circle moment, you know? Like, we start our career here, me and Ara, losing to Fnatic, and now we can win and maybe keep winning, you know?
Yeah, I
Go to
mean,
champs.
I don't know what's going to stop you at this point. You guys look so good. And especially considering you won map 1.
Yes, sir. Finally, finally.
Finally. How did you win that map? What
I
happened?
know, it's just Pipson gave us confidence. He told us to keep the confidence from Liquid, and we took that and just played.
I'm really surprised that confidence from Liquid, because again, you probably should have won that
We should have won, yeah.
match. So how
even
do
though
you
even though we lost, we played pretty good, you know, and we know that we should have won the map, so we took that confidence that we had from the last map to this.
Do you think it's easy to recover from situations where you know that maybe you threw some rounds and to remain confident?
I mean, sometimes it's a bit hard, but in this team, nobody is really that emotional, you know, so it's pretty easy to come back.
Yeah, you were very cold on stage today. You know, even some crazy clutches and trades back and forth. You guys were looking like you were having fun. In fact, even against Liquid, when you were losing, you were laughing,
I
smiling.
mean, it's sometimes better to just laugh when you're losing, you know, and that way you can just stay in a game and we just try to have fun.
Keep the mood up. Keep
Yes.
the mood up. What did you eat today?
I didn't eat at all. The last 2 days I have been feeling so bad and I couldn't eat at all.
That's the secret to your performance?
Yeah, that's a secret. So from now on, I'm not eating anymore.
Starving yourself? Okay,
Yeah.
please don't do that. Please eat something. But in all seriousness, though, did you expect yourself to find your peak form at playoffs?
I mean, in UCAM, I was always a playoffs player as well, I would say. So.
So you're in your comfort zone right
Yes,
now.
sir,
You're
yes,
in your
sir.
comfort zone. How's Ara doing? What mouse did he use today?
He's on the same one from the last game.
He's not
not
changing
switching anymore.
anything?
No. He's a changed man.
Okay. Any
He's a
other tendencies I
changed
should know about with your
man.
team right
He's
now?
not
You have
swapping
a
his
nice
mice around
routine,
anymore.
You guys are not changing anything?
No,
making
we're
sure
not changing
everything's the
anything. We keep everything the same for now and we just keep rolling.
Okay,
This
I'm
next
glad to
game
hear
should
that.
be a
And
banger.
also, one more more questions I want to ask you is, of
Yep,
course,
winning in for
there's a lot of
Heretics.
people praying for your downfall right
Lose
now.
and
You know, the permutation.
Lose and
Maybe in
sweat.
trouble.
And some
You
of those people are in the
lose
crowd,
and
you're
become
pointing at
very
Thinky.
worried.
Thinky's pointing back at you. You want to say something to them, the ones that are praying for your downfall?
Thinky, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm coming for you.
Wait, don't you both want to go? Maybe you can go together instead of just one of you.
If it's
or the
possible,
other.
we will do it. But if it's not possible, we will have to take it.
I'm not sure if it's possible. I think there's a world that is possible. Lastly, before I let you go, actually no, 2 more questions. One, if you look behind you, you play the winner of whoever wins this game. Who do you think is going to win today between Heretics and Na'Vi?
Sorry, but I think it will be Heretics.
Wait, Hero was waving at you and you said Heretics?
Yeah,
you looked him in the eyes and said Heretics?
I said sorry, though.
Wow, okay. Well, I'll have a chat with all of them after this. And very last question. Gribby
It's so funny to just boom the players before they go into their match. That's so funny.
Can you cook for me tomorrow?
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you next week, and we'll see you guys at home after the break.
Cute interview. All right. I'm gonna. I assume that you're still co-streaming the next game, right?
Yep, we'll be doing it all.
All right.
You gonna try and be a good employee today?
I'm gonna try to be a good employee. I'm gonna leave right now. I mean,
That's
there's
time for map
no.
one.
There is no. I'm not even gonna bother trying. I'm not gonna try because it's just gonna end in the same kind of like squeaky bumhole shit where I'm gonna end up late. I'm just gonna take my time.
Well, I asked to just say, what's the worst that could happen? What are they gonna do? Get rid of the #1 caster, the Emmy award-winning caster.
So fucking true, actually. Preach. I can do whatever I like in this job. I can take a shit on my boss's desk. All right. I'm going to go and send you over to TMV. And then I will be back. When will I be next streaming? I mean, I'll see you next on Plat Chat, which is tomorrow, I think. And then I'll be streaming on like... Let me have a look at my schedule. I'll be streaming on... Is it Friday? Is that the next time that matches are happening? EMEA and Pacific is back on Friday. I think there's a big-ass break, isn't there? That is a long break. Yeah, so I guess I'm not streaming again until Friday. Okay. Well, I'll see you then. Pokemon stream? No. I could do a little bit of something, but I'd rather work on a YouTube video. I really want to make this YouTube video about... I really want to finish the YouTube video of how PaperX won Toronto before champs. I've got to get it done. I'm like a full Masters event behind, man. All right. Peace.